Today, we are going to tell you who didn't make the Sportsocracy Top 100 on the offensive side of the ball. Tomorrow, we'll give you the defensive players that missed the cut. And then subsequently, every day, we will give you 10 of the guys on the list. And we will be able to do the top 20 from Canton, Ohio on Hall of Fame weekend.
That is correct.
Love it when a plan comes together.
It's almost like I planned it that way when I figured that out about 2 days ago. Like, just wait.
Jeremy doing the math magic for the program.
Then we almost boo-booed when I figured out we're not going to have a show on one Wednesday because we are traveling that day, and we have yet to figure out how to do a show from a moving vehicle. So that is one of the only things we don't know how to do at this point.
Right. So there's that. We have news out of camp today.
Carolina just can't catch a break, can they?
No, the Carolina Panthers. So when we had rookies report 2 days ago, we had veterans report yesterday. When the rookies reported, the story came out, or the NFI list came out with Taylor Moton with the blood clot in his lung issue, J.C. Horn with his cut foot because he was running barefoot for some damn reason. Dan Morgan explaining that one yesterday was like, excuse me, follow-up question. What is this a habit? Does J.C. have a habit of running around without shoes on? It doesn't seem like a good idea to me. And then yesterday, we get the news of Ika Mekwonu is going to start the year on the PUP list because of the torn patellar. And now, today, Nick Skirton had to be carted off the practice field with a right knee injury, and it was one of those that all the signs points to this is not good. Dave Canales telling the press afterwards that, quote, "I don't want to speculate. I'm hoping for the best." That's not a good sign.
The boots on the boots on the ground response I got from today was it didn't look good.
Yeah. And you can expect that. The response from the team when the cart came out to pick him up, everybody went by to hug him, which that's also a terrible sign that everybody knows. That's when a bunch of people heard a pop and everybody kind of gets that grim cloud hanging over. Hopefully it's nothing. However, I can't remember a single time where this has happened and we went, oh, nope, false alarm.
It happened at Jets camp a couple years ago.
Did it? Okay.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember who the player was, but it was, I think he's going to have that amputated. And then the next day he just trots out at practice like, no, I'm fine.
Well, I hope that's the case here. But all signs point to this could be a serious injury for Nick Skirton. His season could be in jeopardy if it is the worst, obviously. And that's not where you want to be because now you're looking at both tackles being down for an extended period of time. Taylor Moton's going to miss part of the regular season with the treatment of the blood clots and stuff. You have to give time for that, Clopid or whatever blood thinners he's on to work their magic, and then a litany of medical tests that are going to be done on him to make sure that he's okay to go back into action. You have Ika Mekwonu, who yesterday Dan Morgan said he expects to play at some point this season, which is never a good indication. If they're not willing to put a timetable on it, we're back to camp, and he's like, I hope he plays at some point. That's a warning sign for me. And then now with Nick Skirton, it's the third major injury suffered for the Panthers after one practice.
Look, we get teams that do this every single year. This year, Carolina is off to a rough start.
No doubt.
And look, Nick hurting for a Skorton is a very important player for this team. And look, Jalen Phillips and nobody, I hate to tell you this, but I've already read this book, and it didn't go particularly well. Jalen Phillips had a lot of injury issues for a lot of years. And now it feels like it's him and nobody else. I mean, Princely a Moonlight Laying, I like him. He had a sack and a half last year. Did not play an insanely high snap count either.
Yeah.
So now he's the 2. Patrick Jones is the 3. That's just not a real deep edge rusher room for the Carolina Panthers. I mean, and the thing that would scare you is Patrick Jones is your 3. He went to Pittsburgh, so we know damn well he's probably not going to even know the playbook.
He's lucky he can even find his way to the cafeteria for lunch.
They had to point him in the right direction just to get him to camp. He was standing in the stadium like, what?
Yeah. It's a terrible situation. Hopefully Nick Skirton will not be devastatingly injured, but signs don't look good. And the question becomes, if he is, what can be done? Is there anybody that we can go get to fill slot? Because you can't go into the season like this. You can't go into the season with just Jalen Phillips and Patrick Jones and who was the other, Princely.
It's definitely not a good start. I mean, who's out there that the first one that came to my mind was Jadeveon Clowney, because he is the great nomad of the NFL. I just bounce around from team to team to team.
Done been there once, so whatever that's worth.
From not far away from there.
Right. Familiarity
from
within the organization. Yeah.
I mean, but in terms of, can I think of one off the top of my head that I go, oh, yeah, they could sign that guy, we're fine? Not really.
Hassan Reddick is another name that could be thrown out there.
It could be.
I mean, I don't know that Joey Bosa is going to sign up for that, but those are your, I mean, I'm looking at the list here. They're the top 3 that could have some kind of impact in 2026. It's not what you wanted, obviously. I mean, it's just
you could revisit Yetur Gross-Matos. Maybe you still think that's going to be a thing.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Oof. I mean, it's a brutal start for a Carolina team that was coming off. It was coming off some great momentum from last year, and now just complete attrition has put you in a position where, I mean, you've got to be looking around. I don't know if you're in the same boat as I am. You got to be looking at Carolina going, I can't say you're the favorite anymore, that's for sure. I don't know how far you're wanting to go with that, but I could go quite a ways.
Yeah. The early signs are terrible of, we have this hope that things are going to change. We have this hope that, okay, so last year we won the division, but still won the division with a losing record, right? They were 8-9. And you were hoping things were going to get better this year. And I mean, the defense was your baby. You were all excited about this defense this year. You take one guy away from that, and it changes dramatically. Because it was the fact that you brought Jalen Phillips in to be the hammer alongside Nick Skirton that gave you a little bit of pause of, man, I don't really want to play that front. Now I've got one. Well, I guess you still have Derek Brown to worry about.
I mean, I still like the front, but in terms of the guys coming off the edge, I'm not really. The depth is just so thin that it's kind of hard to look at Carolina in the same vein. And now this would be a great time for me to say, Dave Canales, let me make this as clear to you as I can. I'm going to need you to resist the urge to do what I know you're going to want to do, which is play Devin Lloyd off the edge. I know you're going to want to do it. I cannot advise you enough. Do not think that is a plan. Jacksonville tried it. I've already seen it. Don't do it. It will not go the way you think it will.
Mm-hmm. if they had somebody else in the middle of that defense, I would say maybe that's run through his mind. But I mean, there's nobody behind him.
No, because
I guess that's part of my problem when we were going through the off season and how much teams had improved and all of that, and you kept going back to the Panthers defense, and I mean, as constructed, it's better. Yes, everybody healthy, it's better, but it's so thin. Because you couldn't afford this. You couldn't afford a Nick Skirton injury. You can't afford a Devin Lloyd injury. You can't afford a J.C. Horton injury. All of these things can derail a Derek Brown injury again. All of these things can derail a positive season. We don't think anybody expected this team to be, in the hunt for a Super Bowl. But you're looking for improvement. You're looking for Bryce to take that step. You're looking for, Tet to get better. Everybody seems to be excited about Jalen Coker just taking leaps and bounds and moonshots away from where he's at right now. It's going to be hard to do that when you go back to not being able to stop anybody.
No, I mean,
we can't get pressure on a quarterback.
If Princely Amon Malayan doesn't take the step forward, and the injury to Scorton is as bad as we're fearing that it is based off boots on the ground from there, it's not a death nail, but it has really put you behind the eight ball because you're looking across the division at a Tampa team that's been awfully consistent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they've ever been great, but they've been awfully consistent. New Orleans is on the uptick, and frankly, how much worse can Atlanta be? And with the talent that they have and the change at coach, how much worse can Atlanta actually be? So I'm looking at Carolina now going, you're on a path that could ultimately lead to a complete upheaval in this franchise. And I know that sounds like I'm going Stuart Little here and the sky's falling. You got a quarterback you got to make a decision on in less than 12 months. You're within the next 6, you've got to make a real-life, honest-to-God decision on your quarterback. And, you have no starting tackle currently. You have one that you brought in off the free agent wire, and one that you drafted that I said, please God, keep him away from the field because he needs a whole mess of time. That's your starters now. Now you look at the defense and go, my number 2 bullet in the gun as a pass rusher went out on a cart this morning. That's about as bad of a start as a team can have in training camp.
Mm-hmm. Awful news today out of training camp. Nick Skirton carted off the field in Charlotte, and the wheels start to turn on what to do next. He's being evaluated. We'll know the full extent of the injury as soon as they feel like telling us, which I don't feel like is going to be long. And then the discussions have to already be started. Dan Morgan and Dave Canales need to be behind a desk right now, hashing out, can we do this without making another move? And if we do make another move, are we bringing, are we going to go after Jadeveon Clowney? Or are we going to make a pitch to Joey Bosa or whoever can fit this scheme? Sad news for the Carolina Panthers. You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. We got at least a 1 full hour coming up after the Braves game here on ESPN Asheville. You can tune in everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Follow us everywhere on the socials at the Sportsocracy, and don't forget to watch us on the YouTubes. We'll be right back to talk about who did not make the cut. The Sportsocracy top 100 for 2026. The offensive players that were just not good enough to make the top 100 next.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast. Tricky travel with this stationary front hanging around. We'll keep the flood watch for some tropical downpours at times as we get into the afternoon. And even still a little bit of low cloud or fog around, close to 80 degrees. Tonight, more showers and thunderstorms are likely 65. So continuing with that threat for some heavier rainfall. Maybe an inch or two in some spots, maybe some locally higher totals. A few showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Highs will be in the upper 70s, and still a chance of showers and thunderstorms over the weekend. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stage.
Summertime is here, and it's time to turn your backyard into the ultimate playground. And outdoor living and more at the Tanger Outlets can help you do it. Hot tubs and spas, grills and smokers, patio furniture, and all the accessories to go along with it. Outdoor living and more at the Tanger Outlets. Check them out online at outdoorliving.fun.
Join ESPN Asheville, Ingalls, and Eblin Charities for Tools for Schools at the new Ingalls in Fletcher Thursday, July 30th. Bring school supplies, monetary donations, and register for your chance at $2,600 in Ingalls gift cards. Help us ensure the kids are ready for school.
I'm Tarika Foster Brasby.
What's up, y'all? I'm your girl, Cheryl Swoops.
And it's WNBA All-Star season. The best players in the world are on the floor.
And on our podcast, Levels to This, we've got something to say about every single one of them.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Levels to This with Cheryl Swoops and Tarika Foster Brasby, and listen now.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor or bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a social media manager.
Did you just post our Q4 earnings to your personal social media?
Oh yeah, used a trending audio and everything.
That's confidential financial data.
Relax, it only went a little viral.
The SEC just commented with the eyeball watching emoji.
This is a job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at StraightTalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
At Ingalls, we're all in for summer. We have everything you need for the perfect picnic, the greatest grill out, and the best beach vacation. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
This is First Views on 570 with Mark Starling and Tank Spencer.
A new study from the American Psychological Association says there's a bigger fear of growing up among young adults than there ever has been before.
Congratulations, gang. We've officially sucked all the hope out of life.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly.
Weekday mornings at 6.
There's no longer false hope anymore for tomorrow's generation.
There's no hope.
On News Radio 570 WWNC and now on 92.9 FM.
Ever since they started clearing yards after Helene, the Chainsaw Brothers stay committed to helping rebuild Western North Carolina.
Whether you have a dead tree dangling somewhere dangerous or you need to clear years of overgrowth, tree trimming, or tree removal, we can get the job done.
It's fully insured and licensed work from local professionals you can trust.
Residential or commercial jobs, we got the tools and the crew.
Call the Chainsaw Brothers today at 316-1013. That's 316-1013.
Follow us on Facebook to see how we treat our family. And check us out at chainsawbrother.com.
ESPN Asheville.
Yeah.
WPEK Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. In the heart of Beer City, USA, two men, one journey to create a sports show unlike any other. Unfiltered, raw, and honest. One of them played a soccer goalie opposite Ben Stiller. The other once scored 6 points on Steph Curry. These guys know their shit. Let's go! Tank Spencer, Jeremy Greene, the Sportsocracy. Presented by Ingalls Supermarkets. Low prices, love the savings.
It is ESPN Asheville. This is the Sportsocracy. Coming to you live from the Clarissa Sells WNC.com home studio. I'm Tank Spencer. He's in the Ingalls studio there in Asheville. He's Jeremy Greene.
It's a nice little cup of broccoli and cheddar soup. I'm going to see how long it takes before I can eat every bit of food that was left in that refrigerator yesterday. I'm on day 2, and I'm doing pretty well.
Good for you. Good for you. It's always one of my goals when we're hanging around. If there's free food, it ain't going to last long.
Tank, I believe you have the breaking news button, and we do indeed have breaking news.
Who's going to break the news? Who's going to break the news? Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news?
This one's from Cameron Wolf. Test revealed Panthers linebacker Nick Scorton suffered a torn ACL in his right knee.
Yeah, unfortunately.
He is seeking a second opinion, but as somebody that has dealt with ACLs, not a whole lot of second opinion there. Is it intact or is it not?
Right. And even if it was like like a 3rd degree strain or something, like he's not going to be available.
Well, I got news for you. Tests are not going to say torn and it be a 3rd degree strain. You might get it's only partially torn, but that still requires a surgery that at this point in the calendar probably ends your season anyway.
Exactly. That was kind of my point, was even if it's not a complete, utter loss, it's probably to a point where you need to do something to fix that. Oh, bad news for the Carolina Panthers. Hopefully, bad things only come in threes, because this is now 3 days in a row. There's been bad injury news that was unexpected. Or, well, I won't say unexpected, because we kind of expected the Ike Makwanu news, but still iffy news at best across the last 3 days for the Carolina Panthers. It's already an uproar online about the artificial turf, having them practice on turf in the rain. There's an argument to be made for that. That stuff's slick.
It is.
It gets real slick in the rain.
You know what else gets slick in the rain? Grass.
It
Spoken
does.
from a guy that played on grass. See me do it.
Sure. We've all slipped on the grass at one point or the other.
I'm not going to lie to you. The first time I ever played on artificial turf, or on like the field turf, it's like, this is fantastic. It's so cushy. But I was used to playing on, we'll say, not the greatest grass. Some patches in that field.
Sure. The Buncombe County fields back in our day were not good.
We also have our first super chat of the day.
All right.
Give me that money. Give me that money. Give me that.
It's from Kevin Mullen, which means we have our Shanahanism of the day. Kyle Shanahan says Popeye's chicken is always marinated by olive oil. Nick Emanwari being held out on the pup list. Rumor is Mike McDonald's holding him out due to Hard Knocks. Is that a tinfoil on my head? I would say yes, because even if he's in the building, which he will be, he could still be on Hard Knocks.
Mm-hmm.
Look, the thing you understand about Pup can be, at this point in the year, Pup can be a lot of things. You could have shown up a little fat and end up on the pup list.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can put you there for any reason that I want to, and I can take you off of it tomorrow. So I haven't heard anything about him and worry that makes me think it's anything more than just a procedural maneuver.
Why would he not want him on TV, though?
I don't have a great answer to that.
Okay.
I don't think anybody wants to be on Hard Knocks. It's really more of a, yep, they're here. We're just doing stuff. I did see the first trailer today. Old Sammy D, MVP.
Mm-hmm.
SBW, Super Bowl winner.
So Eamon Warry had to have surgery.
Yes,
on his ankle.
Yeah, but it's
says he still could be back by week 1. So at least there's that. But
apologies.
Maybe
I thought that part was common knowledge. I was talking
Yeah,
about
I
the
did not.
preseason. I don't care
I
if
did
he
not hear
plays one down.
Mm-mm.
I don't know why we still do the preseason, if I was being honest, other than the owners just wanting the gate.
Right. No, the way that was phrased, I was fishing for. Is there like a character story that I haven't heard with Nick Eamon Warry
Not that I know of.
I don't know about, or like they're trying to hide him from television, like I would have done, if like
George
AB
Pickens.
was on that team.
Martavis Bryant.
Martavis Bryant.
I can
Right.
name a bunch of these.
If I had like a known troublemaker on my team, maybe I could see that being a thing. But Nick
how
doesn't fit that.
did we say 2 names and miss the most obvious one in NFL history? Pac-Man. Yeah, Pac-Man Jones' camera shows up. Pac-Man, we're going to need you to go out the back door. You just don't come back. We'll call you when they leave because you show
Pac-Man
up.
was great. Pac-Man was great when the cameras were on. It's when the cameras were off and he was only on surveillance cameras.
I was about to say
that things got wild.
security cameras would say that's not true.
Right.
Because I'm going to say this the way Tommy Segura once said it. He showed up at a strip club and a whole bunch of people got shot. And then that happened
Yes.
2 more times.
Yes. But you put an actual camera in his face, that guy was entertaining.
He's still entertaining.
Sure. Absolutely. I mean, just maybe not put him in a private setting somewhere.
Just don't take him to lay girls, because the things tend to go bad there.
Things crank up a little bit. All right, we have a top 100. The top 100 list has been made, and before we get to the top 100, we're going to talk about the players that weren't quite up to par to get into the top 100. So today we'll give you the offensive players. Tomorrow we will give you the defensive players that didn't make the cuts. And then next week we will start every day giving you 10 players on the list. And we'll start at 100 and work our way all the way up to number 1. And by the time we get to number 1, we will be in Ohio for the Hall of Fame game on the Ingles Living the Dream Tour, August the 6th. We can't wait to be there. Now, Jeremy was looking at Airbnbs today, and man,
I
it's
booked
just
one. Yeah, we're
comes,
solid.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we're solid.
Nice.
It's a very sweet
Did
place.
you book the one I wanted?
The one with a Nintendo 64? I
Yeah.
did not.
Oh,
I do, however, have a Nintendo 64. I didn't realize you would get that excited about it. It's been in my storage unit for a long time.
How much you want for it? We can talk about that.
Did you miss the point where I said it's been in my storage unit for years? How much do I want for it? I don't know. Take this key out of my pocket, go to the storage unit, and find it.
Go find the damn thing.
There's the fee.
Yeah, I told it. There was one that he was looking at that had a picture of it just had the picture of the Nintendo 64, knowing that a nerd like me was going to see it and go, oh, they have GoldenEye. Maybe we should just pay them whatever they want for us to stay there for a few days.
Yep. That's actually exactly how that went. He saw that and went, that one. I said, you don't even know if you have a bedroom.
Don't care.
This is why I do this, because you're bad at it.
There will be no sleeping. There will just be Tank sitting Indian style in the middle of the floor playing. I will go find me a copy of like WrestleMania 2000, and it's over. You will not see me again.
Now, what I thought about doing, since we are planning on taking an Appalachian motor coach up there, we could have a fun tournament of the new WWE game on the way to Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
And
that could be fun.
Will mush your face with Scott Hall.
Probably
repeatedly.
So. Are the buttons as easy as they were on those THQ games back in the day?
No.
Because if it's just hold A to grapple, and then do like back and B to power slam, and up and Y to, throw them out of the right. Like, those were so fun because the buttons were easy. I saw a post of that earlier today. It was like, you have to pick one of, it was either WCW versus NWO, is WCW NWO Revenge, WrestleMania 2000, or No Mercy. It was like, you got to pick one, or only one. You have to get rid of one forever. And I was like, screw that.
Well,
all four of those were gems.
WCW versus the world. That's the right call. There is no other correct answer to that. We have another super chat.
Okay.
NFL Draft Yoda, using his member chat, said Tank live streaming GoldenEye is must watch. The only problem is that we got to find some way to live stream it because Nintendo 64s don't connect to computers.
Right.
I got to find a Windows 98 that's compatible with an N64.
I used to love that game.
See, now I just want to buy. I actually Googled how much would it cost for me to buy another one because I figured the price was just enough, just barely enough few dollars to keep me from having to tear apart my storage unit to find where mine is. And I was correct. It's about $100, 10 controllers, a slew of games. What is anybody doing with that?
I don't know.
Like, if you have it, do you just stare at it and go, man, you remember how fun that was? You want to play it? No, I don't. No, I want to play this new game that looks good. And Triple H doesn't look like a refrigerator box. That would be fun.
They were so much fun, though.
We would be so disappointed now. I want to do it just to see how disappointed you would be. Because I know you would be.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I have like one of those emulator things that it looks like an old cartridge, and it's got a whole bunch of games on it.
Does it have American Gladiators?
Probably.
If
it's got like all of those, like 8-bit Nintendo, the Super Nintendo games. It's got like almost all of them on there. I never even looked for it, so I mean, I'll plug it up tonight.
And didn't tell me. We're gonna have words. In the words of Wyatt Earp, we will be cross.
I got the thing, and I played a lot of those games again, and it was like, oh yeah, that's why I hate this game. Or oh, I remember, yeah, it always used to screw up at the same spot every time I tried to play the game, and it happens on the emulator too. So it's really like a flashback to your childhood. But once I got to the Ninja Turtle game, and I still couldn't get past the little swimmy level, I'm just done. Just can't do it. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
I played that game, but I don't remember it being hard. I remember American Gladiators being impossible. If you ever hit the target over Nitro's head, I think NASA wants to talk to you. Because
you're going to be the next coupling guy in space.
You may be the chosen one that can save us in the next World War.
I don't know that I ever played that game. Now I'm going to have to do it after the show's done.
I played that game to death. Little 8-year-old Jerry, I broke more controllers playing that game than you could shake a stick at.
Nice.
And you run out of excuses for why they're broken after about the fourth one.
Right. I love throwback video games. Hell, I've been sitting here. So at the desk that I'm at, my little spot down here in the office, I have these sitting next to me, which for those on the radio, I'm holding up an old school mini version of the arcade game Frogger. And this thing is, I mean, it's fun. It's fun to just whip them out every now and then. I have Miss Pac-Man over here too that I have had since I was like 4 years old, and I got to go get batteries. They still work. It doesn't take much to run that old technology.
And ladies and gentlemen,
right, anyway,
if you missed that segment and you need it in a nutshell, basically the gist of it was, according to Tank, it's fun to whip them out from time to time. This thought of the day brought to you by the Sportsocracy.
Indeed. All right, let's get into the players that did not make the list. The top 100, everybody did their top 100s, and the NFL and the ESPNs and all the different analysts do their top 100s and such, and none of them seem to get it right, so we have done our own. Well, Jeremy put together our own, and I'm going to help him talk about it. The ones that didn't make the list, where do you want to start? Do you want to go position by position, or you want to start at the very bottom and work your way up, or how do you want to?
We'll go position by position. So basically, the way I did the list, I took all of the lists that I've seen. I put every name that I saw in a top 100, in an ESPN ranking, and in anything else. Anybody that anybody has considered to be elite at their position, and I put them all on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Then I deleted all the ones that were stupid. And the ones that were left either made the list or they didn't. Jeremy's list, a little different than everybody else's list. We have 50 offensive players. We have 50 defensive players. I tried to cut down the number of quarterbacks, still wound up with 13 of them. Not real sure how I did that. I didn't mean to, but I found a way. The players that are left, if I had to cut them from the top 100, they are in today's discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to hear the list of tight ends that I had to cut off the list?
Yes.
Would you like to hear it again?
Not one.
Tight end was one of those that was real easy of either you're in it or you are nowhere close to it. And I didn't even have one that I thought about. Kyle Pitts? No.
Right.
Dalton Kincaid?
No K-Dot? Come on.
No. Stop. K-Dot, if we did a top 100 tight ends list, I'd have to think about K-Dot more than you want me to.
Okay. All right. A very distinct line for tight ends for the tight end whisperer.
7 of them made it on the list. None didn't make it that were considered.
All right.
From there, we'll go offensive line.
Okay.
For me, I broke offensive line into tackles and anything on the interior.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the one that's probably going to be the most maybe spicy is Lane Johnson's not on my list.
Okay.
I don't think Lane Johnson belongs on this list. Am I wrong?
Well, and when you take everything into account, I guess it comes down to health. Do you expect that he is going to be healthy for the upcoming season? Because if he is, isn't he a top 100 player healthy, even at 36 years old?
The problem for me is if I'm having to debate if you're going to be healthy, it's probably a bad sign.
Yeah, sure. I understand that.
And if it was close, and for me, I got news for you, it was close because I got a lot of interior guys on this list. There's 7 either guards or centers on this list. And I can't say that I would take Landon Johnson over any of the, and that's how I started comparing it. For me, tackle was the hardest one to pare down because I've got several that if I didn't have big but questions about can you stay healthy, they'd be there. Andrew Thomas. If I didn't have to worry about is Andrew Thomas going to be healthy, he's on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Alt. If I didn't have to worry about are you healthy, you're on the list. Rashawn Slater, Christian Darrisaw. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
They're all good players. I just don't think they're top 100 players.
Right. Okay. So you have the hurt group. This is they would have the little Swiss Miss, the little plus
the little red cross.
Right,
there's one tackle that didn't make the list that I think we do need to talk about.
Okay.
It's Darnell Wright.
Okay.
Bears fans will be completely repulsed that Darnell Wright's not on this list.
But good. Does he deserve to be?
He's a very good player. He's still a very young player. And I mean, In all honesty, at this point, do you think he's a top 5 tackle in the NFL? Because I don't.
Mm-mm.
I think he's very good. He's very consistent, plus run blocker, plus pass blocker, but he plays on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
There is only one tackle on this list that could be considered a right tackle, and he's not anymore. That wasn't breaking news. If you don't know who I'm talking about, you're going to have to wait about 2 weeks to hear his name.
Because he's way up there.
Because he's a left tackle now, and he's probably the best one in the NFL.
Could be, yeah.
You didn't seem to kick back at Darnell Wright as much as I would have thought you would. I know you.
No,
really like him.
I do really like him, but as you said, it's early. He's 23, 25. He's 25 now.
He's 25.
Okay. All right. No, I mean, it's my problem with these lists is not really a problem. Like I'm mad about it. It's just when it comes to doing this, I'm trying to figure out how not to go too heavy in my own mind on one position, because the quarterbacks get all of the love. The quarterbacks get all of the pressure. They get, if your team's playing well, the quarterback's going to get shine because of that. Well, does that mean that he belongs in the top 100? With positions not being, you can't, to me, my brain doesn't really equate one next to the other. So like when you're putting together a list and you're in the 90s, I don't know, we'll just use 2 Eagles here, Lane Johnson and Jalen Hurts. If they're in the running for the top 100, I don't think my brain's really trained to figure out the differences between those two.
We're going to explain that as we go.
Yeah.
Darnell Wright was one of the last cuts that I had.
Okay.
We'll knock out the interior lineman really quick, and then we got to take a commercial break.
Sure.
Gray Zabel, he'll probably be on the list next year.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm being really honest, he probably makes this list next year. He was one I didn't like to cut. Frankly, I didn't like cutting any of the interior guys I had on the list because I had and Tank, you can attest. When you hear a name that I don't love, you feel free to stop me. Landon Dickerson, Robert Hunt, Trey Smith, Zach Frazier.
Mm-hmm.
If you think I put my thumb on the scale of this, just to understand that's probably 4 of my 25 favorite players in the NFL. And I had to cut them all.
Yep.
So, I mean, this is it's not an easy list to make. And there are a lot of really good players that didn't make it. If you boil this down, it's basically if the rosters in the NFL were completely equal. They're not, but if they were, you'd have 3 players per team.
Mm-hmm.
That's how elite this is.
Yep.
And Trey Smith took a step back last year. I think Robert Hunt's better in one phase than the other. Landon Dickerson, I'm still trying to figure out, do you actually want to play football? Because you don't seem to want to. And Zach Frazier will probably be on it next year if I were a betting man.
All right. We're talking about the players that just missed the cut for the Sportsocracy Top 100 for the 2026 NFL season. We will take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue to give the players on the offensive side of the ball that did not make the cut. Be right back.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
We have been watching the rain today, a lot of it. Flood watch continues into tonight. Many of the streams and creeks at full pool, and just getting a lot of tropical downpours here. This is leftover tropical moisture from what used to be Bertha in the Gulf. 67 degrees our low tonight. Front stalls out over the area tonight. That's the reason the rains are hanging out with us. 71 Friday with some light rain showers. Saturday and Sunday light rain showers with temps back in the 80s. I'm meteorologist Scott Larimore. That's the latest Weather Channel forecast.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Zipper merge, people. It's not that hard. Your time saver traffic on ESPN Asheville.
Traffic slow 240 westbound between Charlotte Street and Montford Avenue. Future 26 westbound slowing between Elk Mountain Road and New Stock Road. Haywood County, 40 westbound very busy between Pines Creek Road and Harmon-Den Road. 40 westbound then slow between Harmon-Den Road and the North Carolina-Tennessee state line. Smoky Park Highway southbound near Pisgah Highway, traffic is very busy. I'm Lee Minfield with your Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting Stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival,
presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Turn up the style with Burlington. Shop the brands you love and the looks you want without the high prices. From festival-ready fits to everyday favorites, it's never been easier to look good and save big. Burlington, where great style meets even better deals.
News Radio 570 WWNC, now on the FM dial. Okay, whose butt did we kiss to get this? Oh, that was well worth it. Now covering Western North Carolina on 570 and 92.9 FM.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Dollar. That's dollar. Enter it now.
This is J.W. Whitney, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
The American Experiment. 250 years. One dream, one opportunity to soar at a time. 1776 was a long time ago. America and the world. It's a very different place. But the things we cherish, family, friendship, remain the same. Happy birthday, USA. Ingalls, American-owned since 1963.
Clarissa sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
The Sportsocracy.
Back on ESPN Asheville, the Sportsocracy. Coming to you live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. You can watch us on YouTube as well.
By the way, I got a text in the break. I really need to cover this. So if you're watching on YouTube and you've heard a lot of dead air and commercial breaks, that's not Tank's fault. That's mine. I didn't know I had to turn him off. I didn't. There were things that I did that I wasn't supposed to do, and
okay.
I didn't exactly get the greatest crash course of, hey, these are the things that you need to do. Tank's done it for 10 years. So that was on me. My bad.
Hey, it's fine. It's a work in progress. Learning new things every day. My bad, dog.
My bad.
We have the top 100 coming your way here in the Sportsocracy. The top 100 players for the 2026 NFL season. Right now, we're discussing the ones who didn't make the list on the offensive side of the ball. Defensive side, we'll do that tomorrow. So you've given us the linemen. Where are the kickers? Are there any kickers on this list?
Not applicable.
Skill position players. We have no tight ends. We already covered that part. Now, where to begin? Wide receiver, running back.
Wide receivers where I will unabashedly. Wide receivers where I'm gonna piss the most people off.
Okay.
Because the first one on the list is Devontae Adams.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why you're going to be upset he didn't make this list.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't think he has a whole lot of claim to making it. Years ago, yes. And he's still an elite player.
Mm-hmm.
He was tied for 35th in the NFL in receiving yards last year.
Yeah, but wasn't he like second in touchdowns?
He was first in touchdowns.
First in touchdowns.
All right, let me just ask you a theoretical question. There's only 100 guys on this list. How many receivers in the NFL would you take over Devontae Adams right now? I actually did this for me because I had to power rank the receivers to figure out which ones to put in.
Maybe 10, 12, I don't know.
There it is.
Somewhere in that neighborhood, probably.
There it is. You're
Probably.
in the same boat as me. He was my 11.
Okay.
9 made it. There you go.
That was the cutoff line. Okay.
Garrett
So
Wilson didn't make it, if that tells you anything. And you know how I feel about Garrett Wilson.
Absolutely.
Terry McLaurin didn't make it, and you know how I feel about Terry McLaurin. Drake London didn't make it, and you know how I feel about Drake London.
Right.
Wide receiver, it was tough.
That feels real tough. Because all three of those guys feel like, are you sure? Are you sure they're not like 97 to 100? Because
I told you the rules. I had to get 50 offensive and 50 defensive.
Right. Okay. All right.
At some point, you can't let in 17 receivers. And what I got to was, if I let in Devontae Adams, I have to let in Chris Olave. I have to let in Malik Neighbors, who's coming off a injury, missed a year for injury, basically an entire year for injury. I had to let in Devontae Smith. And so it just became a line. Who do I think is an honest-to-God, elite, no doubt number one receiver? And I went with those.
Okay.
Olave, I will say Olave was the hardest one for me to leave off the list. Adams was tough, but the more I sounded it out, the more it was, okay. He is 33. He'll be 34 before the season's up.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the top 100 players to ever live, but I can't say he's one of the top 100 players in the NFL right now.
Right. For this upcoming season.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. And you really wanted to get Olave on the list.
I did want Olave on the list. I think Chris Olave is probably the most underappreciated player in the NFL. And I get it. He plays in a smaller market. Quarterback play hasn't always been great.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a dude. You know, when Chris Olave is right and he's healthy, he's a dude. But so are all of these guys.
Right.
Malik Neighbors had one of the best rookie years from a wide receiver ever. The fact you missed the entirety of the year last year, yeah, that's hard to come back from.
Yeah, stunt your growth a little bit.
Devontae Smith might be the best route runner in the NFL. If he's not, he's in the top 3. But you're really thin. You're really thin, and this is your first time in your career that you're going to see number one receiver reps consistently. I don't know what that's going to look like. Garrett Wilson's had, 4 years with no quarterback where he's either been over 1,000 yards or so close that you could urinate it.
Right.
He didn't make it. Wide receivers, hard times, Daddy. It is hard times.
It's hard to make that list. Hard to make that list. That's a whole lot of talent right there that did not make it on the top 100 wide receiver. Tough.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, I'm saving quarterbacks for the end because every quarterback that I think you could physically make a case for made it, and I'm still looking at 3 names that I know somebody's going to yell at me about.
I was thinking there's probably about 7 names on that list that you're going to get yelled at about. Every one of the fan bases is going to come after you for that one.
You can yell at clouds all you want to, Grandpa Simpson. It doesn't mean that what you're saying makes any sense.
That is very true. All right, we'll do running backs and quarterbacks after the break. Here on ESPN Asheville, you can hear us everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Watch us live on the YouTube. Brought to you by Ingles Supermarkets. Low prices, love the savings.
This is ESPN Asheville, home of the Sportsocracy. Weekday afternoons, 3 to 5.
He's won 2 MVPs. He's so unbelievably dynamic. And yet there is still a percentage of people that go, nobody will ever win with Lamar.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have a health reminder from the CDC.
Pneumococcal vaccination is recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose, and millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
Get ready for the Blue Ridge Women's Volleyball Classic, September 4th through the 6th at Harrah's Cherokee Center, Asheville. Watch UNC Asheville and Western Carolina University take on 3 other schools as they prepare for the NCAA Women's Volleyball season. See outstanding competition in one of the nation's premier preseason tournaments, right here in Asheville. Get your tickets today at Harrah's Cherokee Center, Asheville.com or Ticketmaster.com. The Blue Ridge Women's Volleyball Classic, September 4th through 6th.
What if we told you Matt Damon was screaming on set to get his voice weather worn for The Odyssey? From the TikTok Podcast Network, Raiders of the Lost Podcast has the whole story about the biggest movies of the summer. Download the iHeartRadio app and search Raiders of the Lost Podcast now.
When power goes out and cell networks fail, AM radio can be a lifeline with local news, weather, and emergency information. But time is running out. AM radio could disappear from new cars unless Congress acts. Please text the 2 letters AM to 39179 and tell Congress to vote yes on the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act. Text the letters AM to 39179. Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop. This message furnished by the station.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor or bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingalls is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingalls and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
The Sportsocracy.
That's what Canadian Creed sounds like, Jeremy.
I don't know. That sounds like Great Britain Creed.
Back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN.
That song's called Who Sorry. Oh, wait, no, I said that wrong. Sorry. There we go.
Sorry.
Sorry, mate.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Hey, Jeremy. So I got a thing on the during the break here that if there was a way that we could jump through some hoops and have the international early Sunday morning games available to our ESPN Asheville listeners, is that worth it for us?
I mean, I would say.
You think?
I would say so.
Okay. All right. This is the first thing that I saw when I pulled up this email. Like, oh, you're telling me I might be able to have that? Okay.
I love how they ask
more
you
football's
those.
always
They ask
always
you
good
those
football.
questions. They don't ever ask me those questions because they know my answer is going to be, "What's the alternative?" Oh, it's this thing that Slappy Joe and the Beavers does. NFL every time. But what about Slappy Joe? Don't care.
We, of course, will be packing your weekends with as much football as possible on ESPN Asheville, News Radio 570 WWNC, your official Asheville carrier of the Carolina Panthers. All the coverage there. We will still have NC State over there as well. And the North Carolina Tar Heels on Rock 105.1 now, which is something that I just realized I don't know if we were allowed to say or not. But, hey, maybe in the future you can see that happening at some point.
You know what? We're speaking in hypotheticals. What's not a hypothetical, tomorrow we will put out half of our tailgate tour schedule for the fall and the spring. And before you ask, but why only half? Because half of it's not done yet. We had a thing that came up yesterday. My days have run together. Was it yesterday?
Yes.
We had a thing that came up yesterday that it was, well, you can do this really good or you can do it super good. And I went, super good, in for super good. You just tell me what hoops I have to jump through, and I'll jump through them. So I got about 2 more weeks of hoops to jump through.
Yep. We are going to be hitting the road nonetheless, though, with our good friends at Ingles Supermarkets. Low prices, love the savings. Clarissa sells WNC.com. Appalachian Motor Coach. Parks Ford of Hendersonville, obviously, for the mobile studio that is I guess it's not quite mobile studio yet because we haven't figured out how to do shows live while we're driving. But it's mobile enough. It gets us from A to B and beyond. And
it works for motorhomes, so we know there's a way to do it. It's just a question of what is that way.
Yes.
That is, I like to call those August problems. May here just got introduced to August problems today because she asked me a question and I went, that's after the Hall of Fame question. Like, nope, my brain can't take that. I got too many things happening up here. Did you ever watch
too many things to figure out?
Did you ever watch like Yellowstone or one of those drama shows and it was weekly and you go, nobody's life is this chaotic. Like everybody has a week where you go, what was the big thing that happened this week? We went to Applebee's and had the 2 for $20.
Yep.
Then you met
all
me.
of them.
Then you met me and went, that dude's life just don't stop as ever.
It's like my wife has made me watch every episode of Grey's Anatomy that ever existed, and the only thing I keep thinking every time she makes me watch it is, why would anyone go to this hospital? The worst things in the world happen to this hospital. I mean, it's been bombed, it's been hijacked, there's been gunmen. This is the most injury-prone hospital I've ever seen. And that's saying something because it's in hospital and it's what they're supposed to do. Just no.
Just don't do that.
No, yeah. I can't take that much drama in my life.
But we will have the front quarter, as we broke everything into quarters this year. So we have the first quarter and the fourth quarter that'll come out tomorrow. First quarter here in Asheville, fourth quarter in Greenville from 5 to 7. And then we will fill in the blanks in the middle. And I promise you, when we fill it in, you'll understand why we did it that way, and you'll go, ooh, I'm glad you did it that way.
Ooh. 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 All right, let's get to the running backs of the not top 100 list. These are all of the backs that were considered but just didn't make the cut for the top 100. Is that who I think it is on that list?
Shut up, Tank.
Is that? The cut line was where?
100.
Right, but between who and who?
I see it.
Running back.
I'm the one that typed it. I see it. Shut up. Yeah, I know. I made a big deal about it, and then I sat here and looked at it and went, to be really honest with you, I'm not even sure I actually believe it. I just cannot listen to that fan base anymore. I can't. I have had to read too many comments out loud to figure out what they were trying to say to me, and I cannot do it again.
All right, so tell them who we're talking about.
Breece Hall did not make the list. He was 101.
And you can guess who did make the list.
He was 101. You my boy Blue.
He was so close to getting Breece Hall in the top 100.
I tried.
But just couldn't do it.
I tried.
Okay.
And I'm not going to lie. It was a Miami Dolphin that I would have knocked out, but it wasn't the one you think.
Okay.
Miami got 2 guys in my top 100. Both of them are in the bottom 5. Like, both of them come out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And one of them is number 100.
Spoiler alert. Chan. I can't wait to get to that explanation.
The actual
You're going to post that one as a reel, aren't you?
Oh, of course I am. The other running backs that came close but didn't quite make the list, Kenny Walker III.
Yep.
He was up there. It's been inconsistent. To me, you can't have Kenny Walker without having Breece Hall, and that was actually the kind of the line that I had on 4 of these guys. Chase Brown. Mm-hmm. If I see another year of what Chase Brown was at the end of last year, okay, now we can talk. Why were you the worst running back I've ever seen in my life for the first 7 weeks of last year? Are you going to do that again? Kyron Williams. Kyron was a tough one to leave off, too, even though I set him 4th. I really like him, but I think he's so McVay-driven. I think he just fits that offense really well. And Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs, it did not pain me to leave off this list. I actually kind of relished it. I typed it twice. No. No.
Just wanted to make that emphatic. You are not one of the best running backs in this league.
No, you're about 15. Congratulations.
Yeah. Okay. Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker III, Chase Brown, Kyron Williams, and Josh Jacobs, the running backs that were left off. Now, the quarterbacks who did not make the top 100. Every rabid fan base in the league is about to jump down Jeremy's throat.
I'm gonna read them in reverse order. You tell me if I'm wrong. Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Jalen Hurts is one of the 100 best players in the NFL? Now, let me give you my line.
Here again, it's close, right?
But let me give you my line for quarterbacks, and you go from there. How many teams in the NFL make the playoffs?
14.
Who is the most middling roster in the NFL? 16 or 17 every single time we do power rankings.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
If you put Jalen Hurts on the Pittsburgh Steelers, do you think they're a Super Bowl contender all of a sudden?
No.
And there's my line. And there's my line, Tank. You found it. Because I can say that about every single guy I'm getting ready to say. The 13 that actually made the list, and yes, 13 quarterbacks made my top 100, and Caleb Williams is one of them. I can't say, yes, the Pittsburgh Steelers get drastically better if Jalen Hurts is their quarterback. I just don't. I'm looking at you got 2 big receivers, one that doesn't separate all that well, one that's kind of limited in what they can do, and I don't think he makes you better. If you can't take an average team to high heights, you're not an elite quarterback. You just can't do it. I think the Chicago Bears that roster is still evolving. Caleb Williams led them to the playoffs. Caleb Williams belongs in. I don't think that's debatable. Every other quarterback on this list, at some point in their career, I have watched them take a middling team to the playoffs. I have never seen these quarterbacks do that. Unless it was the next one on the list, and this one gives me a lot of joy, Baker Nathaniel Mayfield.
I knew that was coming.
He's not an elite player. Yeah, he got a Browns team to the playoffs that was really good. And he got a Bucs team to the playoffs because they won the division. You wouldn't have made it as a wild card in any other division in the league.
Mm-hmm.
But you won the dog turd division. Congratulations. Good for you.
50 mil. Can't wait.
Yep. Are you excited about that? Super stoked to pay Baker Mayfield $50 million?
Nope.
Then he's not an elite quarterback.
I'm not arguing. I
know you're not.
I just knew that was coming.
Megan wants to fight it because she saw him on TV and went, "Oh, he looks like he'd be so much fun." He's scrappy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what scrappy? You know what that word scrappy is? It's a word that little guys say to make them think they can compete with big guys.
Mm-hmm. We watched I guess it was the final episode of Quarterback the other night, and of course the end of the Baker Mayfield story last year was him sitting in his kitchen, which was odd to me, but he was like sitting on the bar in his kitchen watching on a little television the Saints game, the Saints-Falcons game. Winner of that game decides the tiebreaker. And he's watching it just like I was watching it. I mean, it was like we were the same person at the same time. However, at this point, I was still yelling at my TV, going, "It's all your damn fault." He was like, at one point, he just like put his head in his hands and went, "God, why couldn't we beat Miami?" Yeah, why couldn't you beat Miami? Everybody else beat Miami, except for you, to make the playoffs.
Oh, but he's scrappy. He's a dog.
He is scrappy.
He is scrappy. Yeah. Scrappy's real fun in the UFL and the G League. In the NFL, go away. He's not in the ballpark of any quarterback on this list.
Yeah. All right.
My next one will be his doppelganger, Bosef Nix. Bo Nix looks like if they found somebody to play Baker Mayfield in the Mike Evans story, it'd be Bo Nix.
Nice.
Hey, but look, he got us to the AFC Championship game. Nah, dog, your defense got you to the AFC Championship game. And if you don't believe that, I got a bridge to sell you. Because they forced Josh Allen to turn it over 5 times, and they still should have beaten you.
Mm-hmm.
Because Bo couldn't do it. If you put Bo Nix on the Pittsburgh Steelers, do they get drastically better? Because I don't think they do.
No,
there you go. There's my line. The last two are the only two I think anybody has any right to argue with me. Because the next one's Jordan Love, and I can't wait to hear the arguments there. But he's like 4th in QBR. And he had a roster of dogs. Now he's got a roster of puppies. Just sit back and watch. You know what? Let's put a pin in that argument till the end of this year when you watch what happens to the Green Bay Packers. Oh, what Jordan's fault they went 7-10. Yeah, it wasn't his credit when they went 11-6 and went to the playoffs either.
Right. No arguments out of me. And then
CJ Stroud.
Ooh. Okay.
CJ's close. You just can't be that bad in the playoffs.
No.
Like for me to say you're an elite quarterback, you can't be that bad in the playoffs.
All right. And one more?
Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy's one of those people that I see the argument, like I see the notification pop up on my phone. Somebody said Brock Purdy on your Facebook, and I'm like, nope, not doing it. Nope, I am not arguing. I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. I refuse. I just won't. There are some arguments that I'm just not having anymore. Let it play out. Let him enjoy his $55 million a year and watch how it goes. Because his receiver core has gone. And guess what? He will too. I've read this book. I think it's actually called The Matt Flynn Story. You can see it on Tubi with 4,000 commercials.
Wasn't expecting a Tubi reference.
I was about to say, if you had a Tubi reference in the today.
Yeah.
That's a bingo.
Yeah. That is a bingo. No doubt about it. Brock Purdy, Jordan Love, Baker Mayfield, Bo Nix, Jalen Hurts. These are all guys that we've talked over and over again are, they're there.
Quarterback is a lot like streaming services. You got Paramount, you got Paramount Plus, and you got Tubi. The 13 on the list are either Paramount, Paramount Plus, and these are Tubi.
Or like Plex.
Or Samsung Plus
or
television.
Yeah.
You know how you got that bad boy? By plugging your television in. Cost you exactly $0 and you get what you pay for.
I got a quarterback from Wish.
We don't even need cable, honey. We can watch Touched by an Angel anytime we want to.
It's free on the Roku app. This is the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. We'll wrap it up for today. Back with you tomorrow. We'll talk about the defensive players that did not make the top 100. Keep following us on the YouTubes as the Sportsocracy Upstate is coming up next. iHeartRadio app. Flip us over to Fox Sports Upstate, and we will see you back here on ESPN Asheville tomorrow at 3.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
We have been watching the rain today, a lot of it. Flood watch continues into tonight. Many of the streams and creeks at full pool, and just getting a lot of tropical downpours here. This is leftover tropical moisture from what used to be Bertha in the Gulf. 67 degrees our low tonight. Front stalls out over the area tonight. That's the reason the rains are hanging out with us. 71 Friday with some light rain showers. Saturday and Sunday light rain showers with temps back in the 80s. I'm meteorologist Scott Larimore. That's the latest Weather Channel forecast.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting Stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
In case you need to call an audible, Omaha. Your time-saver traffic on ESPN Asheville.
Traffic is busy. 240 eastbound between exit 3 and exit 4A. Future 26 westbound is slowing between 240 to approaching New Stock Road. 26 eastbound near the French Broad River. Light delays. Haywood County, 40 westbound very busy between Fines Creek Road and the North Carolina-Tennessee state line. Smoky Park Highway southbound near Pisgah Highway. Traffic is slow. I'm Lee Minfield with your Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Pro Rewards members save more during Lowe's Pro Savings Days. Save up to 20% on in-stock molding when you spend $250 and up to 20% on in-stock pre-hung interior doors when you buy 6 or more. Valid through 7/31 while supplies last. Selection varies. See Lowe's.com for details.
For more information about contests on this station, go to ESPNAVL.com/rules.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
At Ingles, we're all in for summer. We have everything you need for the perfect picnic, the greatest grill out, and the best beach vacation. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
In this edition of the Marketer's Report, Monica Tam, head of brand media for DoorDash, talks about audio's connection to daily rituals.
Audio plays a really important role. There's daily rituals that you do. In all of those moments, you're able to instill a message that lingers in their head when they do have to make that decision.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia connects marketers to the audiences, live conversations, and trusted influencers you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartAdvertising.com.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have a health reminder from the CDC.
Pneumococcal vaccination is recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose, and millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
ESPN Asheville. Yeah. WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. And iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
No, that was not a fun one.
Yo.
No, that would definitely make me want to defecate on myself.
All right, can y'all hear me?
Yes. And welcome into the
I got you.
Sportsocracy.
Stand for it.
Eagles markets.
We got
low prices. Love the savings. What? Wait, you don't like peanut butter and jelly?
It's the year of the quarterback.
Old Trip and May over here.
And we have a super chat.
And then he set the freaking house on fire.
You make my brain hurt sometimes.
Now, you know you can't say the wordy dirds on the radio bot. We're all the way down the rabbit hole now. Fire them cannons, my golly.
Being a Jets fan, toxic.
It's a football Friday. And for the 2027 mock draft, the Panthers take. Tank needed our help to download Instagram. First reel he ever posted. 19 million views. You're in the Sportsocracy. We'll be back right after this. My penance in hell is going to be following Tank Spencer around with a camera. You can find us everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. Catch us on YouTube. We have breaking news. Tank, hit the button. Oh, it's a great day to be alive, ain't it?
Oh, yeah. I lived in Greenville for a couple years. Absolutely loved it.
You boozy.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy on 104.9 FM Fox Sports Upstate. I am Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene, and we are ready and raring to go. Expecting your phone calls here on the program today. 864-240-5480. 864-240-5480. Sweet baby Trey back there in the Ingalls studio in downtown Greenville, ready to take your phone calls. Also, you can get it with us on the text line at 864-777-9593. 864-777-9593. You will need the phone number handy as well, because we have more tickets to the Shinedown show at the Spectrum Center on Sunday night to give away throughout today's program. Participation in the program will be rewarded. Just keep that in mind, because that's what we like to do here. You can also follow us everywhere on the social medias at the Sportsocracy. Find us on YouTube so you can watch the stream live if you so choose. You can also subscribe to the YouTube channel, and that'll get you into our chat. So many ways to get involved in the Sportsocracy Upstate here on 104.9 FM. And I guess new program, we have to talk about the big news of the day in the NFL for the two.
Carolina second day, third day, 50th day in a row of just bad on bad on bad on bad.
Absolutely brutal start to the to the preseason here as training camp gets underway, and for the third day in a row, you have some not so nice injury news with the Carolina Panthers, and this one happening though on the field as Nick Skirton had to be carted off, and we have the first opinion on the knee is torn ACL. He'll be seeking a second opinion, but more than likely his season is over before it even began. And that is a massive gut punch to the Carolina Panthers. You were expecting to be dealing with some injury issues, right? You still had the Ike Mekwonu thing hanging over the team's head, and we knew that was coming. But with the surprise news about the blood clot in Taylor Moton's lung that is going to cost him some regular season time, now you have he's going to be missing. Who knows? He's on the PUP list, or no, he's on the NFI list. Excuse me. Then you had yesterday the announcement that Ike Mekwonu is on the PUP list, and there is there's not a timetable for his return. In fact, Dan Morgan said in the press conference yesterday that he expects him to play this year, which will tell you he's not expected to play anytime soon. And then today with Nick Skirton, this was the first one that you just came out of left field on the practice field, and it is not good news, because now you're left with Jalen Phillips and Princely Uman Malayan and a bag of nickels, maybe. Is that? I mean, who else is on that team? Patrick Jones II, and I don't even remember. I didn't even commit the others to memory.
Yeah, Patrick Jones II went to Pittsburgh, so you have to tell him which direction to go. Those Pitt guys, man, that's forward, backward, left, right. You always know when you're watching a Pittsburgh Panther football game because they're sitting out on the field doing this. Left. See, it makes an L. It means it's my left hand. The other one doesn't do that.
So the question becomes, what do the Panthers do now? And to me, the only answer is you got to go find somebody else.
Jadeveon Clowney.
I don't even know if I need to go that high.
No, you do.
Is there another?
And that's it. There's just not anybody else out there.
You don't think they can convince Joey Bosa to go to come to Carolina?
I don't know why you would want to. I'm going to say something.
He's better than Patrick Claxton or whatever his name is.
Patrick Jones. Right now, we're at a pivot point with our friends here in South Carolina. So I'm going to say something that if you were teetering on the edge, there's a good chance that this is going to push you off. The same reason that you don't call Joey Bosa to try to fix your pass rush is the same reason you don't call Cam Newton to fix your passing attack. Because just because they were good 8 years ago doesn't mean they're good right now.
Right. And so,
and somewhere there's a Panther fan going, nope, knew I didn't like that guy. Looks like Luke Combs, tells stupid jokes. I'm out. And so is Cam Newton of the league and ESPN. It's sad because it's true.
Yeah. Hashtag too soon? No.
Hashtag blessed.
That's not the hashtag for the Carolina Panthers right now.
No.
We are not blessed at all.
Hashtag boo-boo, hashtag algae, hashtag please make it stop.
Right. It's already a major problem for injuries for the Carolina Panthers, and a team that showed promise on paper, but by the day, those question marks get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Gary Birch actually has a good point in our YouTube chat as well.
Okay.
Joey Bosa on a team already dealing with injuries, he would get hurt getting on the plane to come to Charlotte.
You're not wrong.
He would pull his jejunum getting on the plane and just go, don't even take off. I'm staying where I'm at.
Beggars can't be choosers. So, I mean, you take what you get. If you can convince him, good on you.
Sweet baby Trey, we also have breaking news. We did not get to talk about this in the earlier show. And, I mean, personally, I am devastated. Diego Pavia has been waived by the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, no. I just saw that.
Why are we even playing the season? If 4'6" Diego, sweet baby Diego, can't make a training camp roster, that's how far from this he actually is. They, in a time where they look at guys and go, we don't care if we kill you. They looked at Diego Pavia and went, you provide less than nothing to us. An empty roster
got to the
spot
height
is
requirement portion and failed. You have to be a certain height to play quarterback, and it's not 5'3".
I believe, I have not confirmed this. I do believe his Fisher Price step stool broke, and they did not want to buy another one. Like, that's not in the budget. Just cut him. We're done.
I'm gonna need somebody, whether it be Jeremy or Gary Birch. I know he loves to play with the AI stuff. I'm gonna need somebody to get us a picture of like a cutout of the Ravens mascot holding his hand up like they have at the roller coasters. Like you have to be this tall to get into the ride, and then like sweet baby boy Diego, a little tiny one in front of it, like crying or something.
Put a binky in his mouth.
Exactly. A binky in his a diamond binky.
Yes, diamond binky.
Because he's all about the he's all about the swag.
He should be less. He should be less about the swag. I don't think Home Depot pays quite as well as or Walmart or wherever he's getting ready to work. I'll tell you where it's not going to be.
Auto.
I'll tell you where it's not going to be. It's not going to be the NFL.
No, he can go play for the Omaha Barnstormers or somebody. He'll be great in like arena league ball.
Would he be great? Or would he be like Matt Corral, where he just shows up and they go, yeah, you belong here? Tank's just having fun because that's the one player in NFL history, even though he never actually played in the game, that he could make fun of for being short.
You send him to the CFL. They're all short up there.
It's not true. I'm taller than Darren Sproles.
And Darren Sproles saved your life. You be appreciative of that.
I'm so appreciative of that. I distinctly remember looking down, going, who is this little man and why is he touching me? Oh, thank you, former NFL player, for pulling me out from in front of that city bus.
Thank you, two-time Pro Bowler Darren Sproles, for keeping me from getting froggered in the middle of Indianapolis.
That's right. Helped me win a fantasy championship one year and also saved my life.
Man of the people, Darren Ezekiel Sproles.
To give me a Darren Sproles jersey.
It wouldn't fit.
I mean, not one of his jerseys. I mean, I'll get a fat guy one that has his name and number on it.
I'm glad you saw where that joke was headed because you cut my knees out on it. I was going to say he may be 2 inches shorter than you. You're at least 80 pounds fatter than him. So
no doubt. I'm shocked if it wasn't more than that. And I appreciate you bringing that up.
Hey,
jerk.
What can I say? I am a man of the people as well.
Yes. Never lie to your audience. That is our rule. You never lie to the audience.
Then why do you keep telling them you're 5'9"?
Oh, stop it.
Tank would be 5'9" if he was wearing his wife's high heels and standing on a hill.
I don't even know why. I play with you anymore.
We employ like 5 people. It takes the second shortest one of the bunch.
Oh, it's funny because it's true.
It is true. It is true. And I enjoy it. There's something about coming to this show that it's almost like we get here and it's like, the fun part of the day. We're to the fun part of the day where we can talk to our friends about football.
Absolutely. Skirting the bad news of the day. Have not seen any takeaways from I almost said David Tepper, Dave Canales' time with the media today. I'll be interested to hear some of his thoughts. Yesterday was a lot of that discussion going on. Dan Morgan talking about Monroe Freeling and Rasheed Walker. Those are your starting tackles now as far as he sees it. And everyone else sees it because, well, we don't need to go down the Stone Forsyth path just yet. Although he did get a shout out from Dan. So there's that. Rough injury news to start out for the Panthers. Sad news for all the 2 Diego Pavia fans that were still out there hoping that he was going to make an NFL roster. The fact that he didn't even get to make it to rookie camp was, or I guess he did make it to rookie camp. He just didn't get to actual training camp.
Well, I mean, he could still be with us in Canton for the Pro Football Hall of Fame induction.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, somebody's got to hand out the brochures. Here, these are the guys getting inducted. I'm not. It's not me.
I was not expecting. I thought you were going to come up with something more creative than that. But like he could serve as the podium or We'll just put him in a box and set him up on the.
Oh, we could. There's a little field outside of Canton. He could try to throw through the Dr. Pepper, the big Dr. Pepper can.
Yeah.
And if he beats Eli Manning, we'll pay off the rest of his tuition, so he can get a degree in something he's actually qualified to do.
What I wouldn't give to see Diego Pavia show up at that Hall of Fame fan fest slinging Celsius drinks.
Hey, Celsius ain't bad. I like a good
I
Celsius.
love the Celsius drinks. That's the only reason that I remembered that they were there, because we were walking by and I was like, man, I'm thirsty. And I looked over and there's the Celsius tent. I'm like, oh, Celsius. Let's go get one of those. Wake me up a little bit. The Live in the Dream Tour, the Ingles Live in the Dream Tour, will be taking flight, hitting the road, however you want to put it. Both going up to Cleveland and Canton. Going to Canton for
we're doing both.
Hall of Fame game.
We learned
we're
the first
staying
time
in Cleveland, apparently.
Yeah, we learned the first time you can stay in Canton. However, staying in Canton is a lot like staying in Candler, North Carolina, or staying in what's the most random city I could say here? Trey, name me a very tiny town outside of Greenville. I know Greenville. I don't know as many of the towns outside of it.
Travelers
I mean,
Rest.
you could go, Travelers Rest.
TR will work.
Yeah, TR.
If you're looking for a McDonald's or a Burger King, gotcha. Attractions, not so much. And we did have to park in someone's yard the last time we went to Canton.
That is very true. The Ingles Live in the Dream Tour will be taking us first to Canton, Ohio for the Hall of Fame game, August the 6th, which is just 2 weeks away. 2 weeks from
love Cleveland. We're very excited to go up for the trip. I'm excited for everybody in our little consortium here to get to see it. Also excited to be staying in a very nice place in Cleveland that has a hot tub and a bunch of other amenities. Yeah, Megan makes does it have a hot tub? That's the first question she asked. How much does it cost? I believe that's what you're supposed to be thinking about. I'm a toddler with a credit card. Don't let me spend myself poor.
Like anyone could tell you no when you found a place that you wanted. Regardless of the price. Okay. All right. Just make sure we're all.
Tank got locked in on a place earlier because they had a picture of a Nintendo 64. He didn't ask how much it cost. $100 35-year-old gaming device was enough for him to go, ooh, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get it. I support that. Where's that?
I have a Nintendo 64 that we could bring to any house. He didn't even ask how much that one cost. By the way, about $1,000 more than the rest of them.
Didn't care. All I saw was the picture of the Nintendo with the GoldenEye cartridge next to it. That's the one. Man. That's the one.
We have a text on the text line. You can always get involved in the show that way. 864-777-9593. It's from our buddy Billy and Greer. Said, guys, I'm not a Pavia fan, but Panther fans do not have a leg to stand on. I see what you did there. Talking about short quarterbacks. Bryce Young isn't just short, but small and looks like he's 15 years old. This is probably a bad time to point out that there were 3 teams super locked in on Diego Pavia through the process. It was the Ravens, the Panthers, and the Jets. I am begging Carolina Panther fans, please sign him. Because if you tell me the Jets have a quarterback room of Cade Klubnik and Diego Pavia, I think I have to set everything I own on fire. That would be like the Jets saying, hey, we have 2 potential head cheerleaders moving forward. Your first ex-wife and your second ex-wife. Awesome. Let's go. There is not a winner in this.
I don't know. I don't think he's going to be finding a job. I don't think you have to worry about that.
I'll bet he does. I'll bet he lands somewhere, and I got a funny feeling it's with the New York Jets. Let's just say Jeremy heard some things around the old draft house and around the old combine that make me think Diego Pavia's headed to the Jets.
Well, please let that happen. Jeremy wished Baker Mayfield on me at one point, so I'm going to wish this on you. Because you add Geno Smith into that mix, and I feel like that is the perfect concoction of New York Jets officially hate Jeremy.
He's not wrong. It would be the perfect, Geno Smith that went to my college, Cade Klubnik, who I literally bashed for 2 years nonstop, and Diego Pavia, who I've made fun of for 2 solid years. That is the Jets' 2026 quarterback room. That is officially Darren Muji and Aaron Glenn giving me the Stone Cold Steve Austin double birds while they guzzle down 4 Miller Lights.
All right, so you want to get in on the program again, you can give us a call at the call-in line, 864-240-5480, 864-240-5480. And hey, since we're going to the break here and it's on my mind, let's go ahead. During the break, we'll take caller number 3 to 864-240-5480. I have a couple of pair of tickets, or one pair of tickets, a couple of tickets, which make a pair. Just to be clear, it's only one pair. Shinedown tickets this Sunday at the Spectrum Center in Charlotte. Give us a call at 864-240-5480. You can be a part of the fun on Sunday night. Shinedown, Coheed and Cambria, Skillet, and From Ashes to New. Call right now. We'll be back here on the Sportsocracy right after this on the 104.9 FM, Fox Sports Upstate.
104.9 Fox Sports Upstate traffic.
Into rush hour on a Thursday afternoon. Accident-free, but we got a ton of volume. 85 south from 101 down to Pelham. 85 north from Woodruff up to Highway 14. Nothing out of the ordinary. I just want to make you aware of it before you head into those areas. That's your latest check. Time saver traffic.
This report is sponsored by renewalbyanderson.com.
Megan just left and sent me a frantic text. It sounds like something's buzzing from the tower outside.
0 down and 0%
interest for
lightning. 5 full years.
Yeah, what? I just sent a text back that said, "What is lightning made of?"
We expect our information in real time. U.S. Med carries continuous.
I thought the generator was going to explode or something. She's like, "It's coming from the tower." Let's say it wasn't a common occurrence. What exactly do you think I'm going to do about it?
So call.
Think I'm going to climb that bad boy like Spider-Man?
Oh yeah, you need to, Jeremy. That's part of your new duties. You need to go out and you need to defrag the
665-0696.
the tower.
My name is Whitney
Just
Allen.
go out there and touch it
my
with a big
husband,
metal
Ryan,
pole.
died.
It'll
We
be
never
fine.
thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast
Did you
and
say something, Trey?
100% online. You can get a quote and
I just said go climb that sucker. I was talking to Jeremy.
Oh, okay.
get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at
Did
You may have
anybody
to
call?
walk around to Asheville or Greenville to give these tickets away.
I was gonna say, did anybody call?
No, not yet.
60% savings.
The crazy
on all
thing is AC/DC, we could have given away 50 pairs of tickets.
Everything you love about Black
I know.
Friday shopping, from
Well, I mean,
unbeatable
there's a big
deals at the
difference.
store to
There's a
curated
huge
styles for
difference
the
between
season
these
at
two.
lower than low prices.
Just a little
Head to
bit.
Macy's now for a fun-filled holiday
That's like
shopping
saying,
adventure.
man, everybody
Smack
went
dab
out
in
and
the
they
middle of
really
summer.
wanted
It's the
Joe
can't
Burrow
miss
to be
sale
on
of
their
the month.
team,
Black
but
Friday
we
in July
can't find
at
the spot
Macy's.
for
Save us off select prices.
Diego Pavia.
I knew how that was going to end before it even started.
You hear this?
Leslie,
I don't know what's
you don't
happening.
want to think you were raised
Nobody
in a
wants
home
Diego
ruled by
Pavia,
wolves.
but everybody wants Joe Burrow.
Fortunately, Wyman Stainless Steel 3-in-1 cleans, shines, and protects to give you the best shine. A spray and a wipe will have your fridge shining like a mirror.
Wow, my fridge looks brand new. Your fridge looks amazing, Leslie. Sorry, I was being a little dramatic earlier.
Your kitchen says a lot about you. Let it brag with Wyman.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bank. That's bank. Enter it now.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared.
Prevent your child's next asthma attack. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor, because even one attack is one too many. Brought to you by the EPA and the Ad Council.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy.
Brought to you live by Ingles Markets. Low prices, love the saving.
We have
104.9 FM,
Tank,
Fox
hit
Sports
the button.
Upstate. This is the
Live,
Sportsocracy. If you're just tuning in with us, welcome in. 864-240-5480 is the call-in line. The text line, 864-777-9593. Speaking of the Carolina Panthers, we did have the new plans for the Bank of America Stadium renovations put out today. David Tepper and company planning on adding $500 million worth of renovations to the stadium on top of the, I think it was like 800 million or something that they were planning before. So now we're looking at a $1.3 billion renovation to Bank of America Stadium, a much needed renovation. Because that is, at one point, remember Ericsson Stadium, that was the thing. This is what the future of NFL stadiums is. And it felt like it didn't take maybe 10 years for cooler stadiums to start coming out with better amenities and better sight lines and better screens. And this is much needed. They've done some renovations to the stadium in the past, but this is the goal, to make this a destination stadium, much like we have across the country. We're seeing the Kansas City Chiefs. We talked about that yesterday, I believe, of the Kansas City Chiefs getting a new stadium. They'll be getting a new domed stadium when they move to Kansas for 2031, with a see-through roof on top. Buffalo Bills with the new stadium. Just everybody's getting in on the game because they want the bigger events.
Am I the only one that saw the rendering of the Panthers Stadium and went, am I missing something? I got the email from the Tepper group this morning, and I went, I was just in this stadium not that long ago. I see the big social deck, which I'm very excited about. It was perfectly timed, too, because I was just talking about how Atlanta has one of those that is over the south end zone. So you don't even actually have to have a ticket. You can get a standing room only ticket, and I love those because I want to watch from up high. I did notice that difference. I didn't see a lot of other differences. Did you?
Well, I mean, there's going to be, I think the screen's going to be bigger. And then like the concourse on the outer part of the concourse is going to be expanded. So they've got like this new facade that's going on the outside where you can see people. Like when you're outside the stadium, you'll be able to see people walking around on the concourse and hanging out at different patios around the stadium. And those things will be cool. It'll give it that new look. There'll be ribbon boards on the outside, I guess more ribbon boards on the outside, because they did put a couple of those in, I think or maybe there's just one at that south entrance that looks new. But I mean, that's what you're doing. That we've decided, or at least the Tepper group apparently has decided, that the bones are good of Bank of America Stadium. You just need to make it look better, have a little bit more momentum. Oh gosh, I didn't realize that. I was going to say it and then I saw it on there. Momentum. With an M-I-N-T. Get it?
It's on Mint Street.
Oh, wow. We've got the whole group working on that one.
Just so you know, how you just said that's how I feel when you say puns.
Oh,
or
sure.
Alliteration. That's
no doubt. Well, shut up. There's gonna be more open space. There's gonna be more bars. There's gonna be more. Did you see like the I guess it's the 200 level concourse or the 300 level concourse or whatever, where the club suites are, or the club seats are.
So the 300s.
The 300s, yeah, that area is going to be renovated. Part of it looks like the only thing they did was just paint it white, but it's
I was about to say, I saw one of those that is where I sit, The seats that I always wind up with are in that
right
on the other side of that mezzanine.
Yeah, but they don't have couches now. That's the big difference. They're gonna put some couches in there, and
that sure is worth $500.
Make it more comfortable, I guess. I don't. Much needed improvements, though.
Yeah,
you gotta make it look glitzy and glamoury if you want to have it attract new business, and that new business, in David Tepper's eyes, is a Super Bowl.
I did see our buddy Adam Gold put a tweet out earlier that said a retractable roof would have been nice. And it took everything I had not to respond and go, a Super Bowl's not coming to Charlotte regardless of what you do, right? Like you're aware of that. I mean, I don't think I should be telling you anything you don't already know. But unless you tear that stadium down and build a new one that is outrageous, there are certain cities in the league that are just not going to get Super Bowls. Yeah. And I'll be shocked if Charlotte gets one in my lifetime.
I will as well. Without doing what you said, tearing it down and moving somewhere else.
Oh, I don't think you just have to tear it down. I think you have to move it out of downtown. See, the thing that makes the stadium so great for Panther fans is what makes it so terrible for a Super Bowl. Because you put all of those people in uptown Charlotte, good luck. You will be in traffic like you have never seen before. The stadium in Santa Clara, I've said this on every show I've done. The reason we didn't do the Super Bowl last year, Radio Row was 2.5 hours away from the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that works. We want the stadium to be way out there, the way it is in Inglewood, the way it is in several of these other places. But it's great for fans. I think Bank of America Stadium is one of the most convenient in the league. I'll deal with it not having some of the amenities. I mean, I'm glad they're updating it, but I'll deal without some of the amenities just to keep it where it is.
Mm-hmm. They also want to host the NFL draft, which I think is doable. And apparently I couldn't hear any of that.
I was just obliterating my bell. Please bring a draft to Charlotte.
Yes. The 2031 Women's World Cup, they're going to throw their name in the hat to host some of those games.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's some possibilities there for new business. And then, of course, a shiny renovated old stadium can draw bigger acts depending on how many more seats you can put in there. So I haven't, let's see here. Says Panthers release new stadium renderings highlighting enhancements and a broader vision of what is referred to as the new Charlotte Corridor, which includes a 4,400 seat music venue designed to help make the city a more attractive year-round weekend destination. Okay. So adding a new little concert venue right next to the stadium is going to be part of this as well.
Oh, does that mean they'll put grass down?
Well, you would think that at some point they may do that, because I mean, remember when what was it when they brought in, was it Real Madrid came in to play a friendly?
Oh yeah,
and they made them put down turf or grass. They were like, you have to put down grass. We will not play on turf, and they did. Mm-hmm. And then they went, no, back to the turf for the for the season. I feel like the momentum, no pun intended, on the grass versus turf. I think we're going to get there eventually, where everybody just goes back to grass.
Yeah,
but we'll see. We shall see. But yeah, that's good news for the Carolina Panthers. So, don't have actual real good news to focus on yet for the football team. But as far as the stadium operations go, there's your little good news. You're in the Sportsocracy on 104.9 FM Fox Sports Upstate. You got a question, comment, topic for the show, anything, give us a call at the call-in line, 864-240-5480, 864-240-5480, or hit us on the text line at 864-777-9593. We'll be back right after this.
The one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Harley Davidson of Greenville has the largest pre-owned inventory in the Carolinas, period. If you're ready to ride, your bike is waiting at 30 Chrome Drive in Greenville, or hit upstateharley.com and claim it before someone else does.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Meet Lee Platts, a renter whose possessions fill not only her apartment, but also the darkest corners of a mini storage unit. A land of both truth and fiction. Truth, everything inside is protected by Progressive. Fiction, one day Lee will fit into her clothes from senior year of high school. Renters, discover coverage for what you love and what you can't get rid of in Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou, a term provider, 800-345-2789. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-345-2789. That's 800-345-2789. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-345-2789.
1049 Fox Sports Upstate weather.
On and off showers are expected later this afternoon as a cold front drops into the area. This will keep temperatures in the low 80s this afternoon. As you head out the door, make sure you have the umbrella ready. The cold front eventually becomes stationary. We'll see on and off showers and periods of heavy rain all the way through Saturday. This has been meteorologist Victoria Kokinis with WYFF News 4.
This report is sponsored by SC Education Lottery. The South Carolina Education Lottery encourages all of the players to learn about your play before you pay. To learn how the odds work, common lottery myths, and the signs of problem gambling, check out sceducationlottery.com/betteryou. Playing the lottery for fun is a win for education.
This is the Sportsocracy on 104.9 FM, Fox Sports Upstate. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene. Welcome into the program if you're just joining us. 864-240-5480. Hit us on the call-in line or the text line, 864-777-9593. Was that we got a caller?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's head over to the phone lines. Welcome in to the Sportsocracy. Who's this?
Good evening. This is Rocky.
Hey, Rocky.
How you doing, Jeremy? Tank, I got a question for both of you, and I'll actually hang up. And I'm thinking about the NFL, and I'm thinking about all the divisions. What teams, Jeremy, you, or Tank, either do you think that are within their respective divisions, and maybe it's 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, I don't know, that you think win the division. Nobody's really talking about them, but they could. I mean, I'm thinking the first thing that came out of my head was the Minnesota Vikings in the NFC North with Kyler Murray. We don't know what he's going to I was just thinking along those lines. So the Vikings there, and obviously with the Packers and the Lions and the Bears there, that might be a tall order. So I'm thinking along those lines. I'm thinking about the Chargers in the AFC West with Denver and Kansas City, and along those lines. So I would be curious to know, at least at this point in July, what teams maybe to watch out for that aren't at the top of the radar, dare I say. Okay? And that's kind of what I'm looking to see what you think, guys.
Yeah. Sure. We appreciate the call, Rocky. You're always welcome here in the Sportsocracy. I mean, the Los Angeles Chargers was the first one that I thought of. I haven't heard a whole lot of people talking about the Chargers as the champion of the AFC West. There are those of us who are, I guess, projecting that the Kansas City Chiefs will be back at the top of the division. I know there are a lot of people who think that Denver is going to maintain their position at the top.
Denver's actually the 3 in Vegas right now.
Are they really?
The Chiefs are plus 160, the Chargers are plus 190, and the Broncos are plus 225. I'm glad I got that one when I did, because the Chargers were third, and I may have a substantial wager on the Chargers to win this division.
Good for you, because that's not a bad one. Minnesota's definitely not on my list as one that can win their division, and I don't really think anybody else classifies in my mind. We've talked about NFC South, how everybody could win that division. I don't think anybody is discounting a team. Who's your team? Who do you got?
Washington Commanders.
Yeah, maybe.
Washington Commanders are the one that's over plus 250 that I'm looking at going, you've got that bad boy graded wrong. I'm not look, I think Dallas is going to win that division, but to have Washington roughly where Minnesota is, and look, if you really believe in Kyler Murray, I understand how you get to Minnesota. I have always said Kevin O'Connell is a quarterback whisperer in name only. So I don't think he's going to get anything out of Kyler Murray that I've never seen anybody else get out of Kyler Murray. I also think Kyler Murray fits in that offense in Minnesota the way I fit in a dress. So I'm not really – I understand where Rocky's coming from with that one. I just have no belief in Minnesota whatsoever. I also look at Detroit. Detroit could put 2 culinary schools on that schedule, and I'm not sure it actually got any worse. Detroit plays a schedule that makes me think that Sheila Ford Hamp may have pictures of Roger Goodell doing something horrible, because it is without a doubt the easiest schedule I've ever seen in all my years covering the NFL. Washington is the one that has a high odd, because I think the defense is going to be way better in 2026 than it was in 25. If Jaden is healthy, I think Jaden is a borderline elite quarterback in this league. And you could see something happen like what happened with New England. It's a perfect combination of they got a lighter schedule. It's still a third-place schedule because the Giants finished behind them. But you get a lighter schedule. It's not as evil as it could be. The defense gets better. You get your quarterback back. You add a receiver to that room, because I don't think they're going into a season with just McLaurin, McCaffrey, and Antonio Williams. I think they will add another outside receiver. Dallas at plus 235, I don't hear anybody talk about them either, and they're my favorite to win the division. You're not going to get the payoff there that you would get in other places. And I'm going to say one, and you're going to tell me I'm crazy, and I know you're going to. Every year we have a team come out of nowhere to win a division.
Yeah.
I think you could do worse than the Pittsburgh Steelers. I love Baltimore the same way you do.
Mm-hmm.
I love Cincinnati the same way you do. but at plus 510, that defense is going to be really good. I know I'm expecting something. I would need something from Aaron Rodgers that I haven't seen him provide in quite some time. But there is one thing about Aaron Rodgers that nobody ever talks about. Man, he doesn't turn the ball over very often. And if Rico Dowdle adds to that running back room, what I think he will, and Aaron can just keep it on schedule, let the defense be what wins you games. Do I think they're going to beat out Cincinnati or Baltimore? No. But if I'm taking shots, that's a pretty good one.
No.
Let me ask you this. Who has a better chance to win their division, the San Francisco 49ers or the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Oh, it's the Pittsburgh. Not
San
close.
Francisco's plus 305, Pittsburgh's plus 510. That is what we in wagering call tremendous value.
Yes. Okay. I mean, I could see throwing a bone at it, but that'd be one of those that I didn't believe in, and I'd be kicking myself later for losing that money when I know I shouldn't have done it.
That's why you don't wager and I do, because I
100%.
bet a lot of stupid things in the hopes that every once in a while I hit some good ones.
Absolutely. I'm not willing to put my money at risk like that. I was listening to a show earlier today that they were talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers and how there could be something, I mean, like kind of special about this team, right? There's a narrative about this team of it's the one last ride, because we feel like we know pretty for sure that this is going to be it for Aaron. There will not be another swan song year after this, regardless of how it goes down. If it goes really well, he goes out on top and just cruises into the sunset. If it goes horribly, he just chalks it up as maybe I shouldn't have done this, and he's done, either one way or the other. You got so many older guys on that team, like Cameron Hayward. He's another one. Like, he could galvanize the defense around him as this is my last year. We need to, go as far as we can, because I'm not going to get another shot at this. And you have certain, you have those certain narratives that play out during a season that could propel a team to be better than they're supposed to be. But I mean, really, it's, in my mind, Pittsburgh still needs everybody else in the division to fail to be able to win it.
So I'll give you where I got Pittsburgh from.
Yep.
In the 6 years we've been doing a show together, a team has won a division every single year that at some point in the offseason was plus 400 to win the division or higher.
Oh, wow.
It's happened every single year. It was the Jaguars last year.
Yeah.
Would you like to hear the list of teams that, and I understand this is later in the offseason, it's not as up in the air. Would you like to hear the list of teams that are plus 400? It's the New York Jets, the Miami Dolphins, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Cleveland Browns, the Tennessee Titans, the Las Vegas Raiders, the Washington Commanders, the New York Giants, the Minnesota Vikings, the Atlanta Falcons, and the Arizona Cardinals. That's it. There aren't any more.
Yeah.
Did you hear one of those? Well, for me, two of those. They don't fit with the rest of the ones that I just said right there.
Correct.
It's Pittsburgh
Correct.
and Washington.
Yes.
Those are the ones where even, and I'm going to take what you said about wagering. And, for a new audience, I will tell you, I'm pretty good at this. I'm not trying to go Kirk Signetti, but Google me. Put Trayvon Walker's name in there and see what comes back to you.
Yeah.
I love value bets like that because it takes so little investment to make serious ROI. And when I know that this happens seemingly every year and I'm taking shots in the dark, when I find two outliers like Pittsburgh and Washington, I'm going to throw a shekel on it.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily because I think I'm right, but because I think Vegas is wrong. Yes, I get why you have Philadelphia and Dallas ahead of Washington. Yes, I get why you have Cincinnati and Baltimore ahead of them. I don't understand why you're not hedging your bets better than this.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are the only two in that group that makes any kind of sense that they would have a shot. When we went through our preseason or off-season prognostications when the schedule first came out and everything, I'm trying to recall. I had Dallas and Philadelphia, I think, were both 12-5, and then Washington, I think I had them at 10-7. It should be a good bounce back year. But there again, if you're going to be that good, it doesn't take a whole lot of luck. See, I feel like it takes a whole lot of luck to get Pittsburgh there. Because Baltimore, unless they're killed by injury, Cincinnati, same thing. It takes that to get Pittsburgh to the top.
Cincinnati just has to do what Cincinnati's done for the better part of 30 years, which is, we've got hope. Cool, watch me let you down.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore, if the offense doesn't take, and look, I think it will. I like Declan Doyle a lot. I actually just talked about Declan Doyle for over an hour with somebody that had been around the Bears organization and how smart that kid is.
Mm-hmm.
I still understand how I could get there. Now, if you want a little closer where it's not necessarily somebody coming out of nowhere, New England is not the favorite to win their division. That is the single stupidest thing I have said out loud all day long. I do not know how that is the case. I do not, under any circumstances, understand how you're getting plus money on New England.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand how you're getting significant plus money on the Chargers. I like the Chiefs too, but that feels like a big skew. I feel like the Chargers and Chiefs should both be closer to even money, and Denver should be further away.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas at plus 235 is a whale of a wager. If you don't know what that means, plus 235 means if you wager $100, you make $235 plus your $100 back that you put down. So you'll actually walk out of that with $335. Almost 3.5 to 1 on Dallas. Yeah, I'm good with that. Yes, I know I had to wager the $100. For me, once the wager is made, that money is dead to me.
Mm-hmm. Right. New England not being the favorite, and everybody, or not everybody, but I guess the industry or whatever, leaning on the Buffalo Bills to win that division again, to reclaim that division after what you saw from New England last year. I guess it all stems back to tougher schedule for New England. We'll see if Drake May and company can be that good with a tougher schedule this year, because last year's was pretty soft.
It was. It doesn't change the fact that team was good.
They
had to beat several teams to get to the Super Bowl, and they did.
And then also considered now they have A.J. Brown, which to me is you could kind of lock that in my mind. Once that deal was official, lock it in. New England East winner.
The single most disrespected team that I hear in the NFL right now is the New England Patriots. And I don't know if it's just because people want it to be true. This is coming from a Jets fan. I look at New England and go, I don't see what you're seeing. I do not understand how you're looking at this team and not going, that's the favorite. And it's pretty prohibitive. Yeah, I mean, I get it. You don't want Drake May to be that guy. He is. He is that guy. And now he's got a top 10 receiver in the NFL, a pretty deep receiver room, 2 pretty good running backs. Oh, yeah, and the defense is really good too. So I don't know how you think they're going to take a fall off a cliff, but they're not going to.
Agree with us, disagree with us, you can get in on the conversation. Just give us a call at the call-in line, 864-240-5480. Text us at 864-777-9593, or follow the Sportsocracy on the YouTubes. Subscribe to the channel so you can get into the chat. We got one more hour to go here on 104.9 FM, Fox Sports Upstate.
Law Firm Traffic Center. Injured? Just call Joy. 888-8888.
This is 104.9 Fox Sports Upstate Traffic.
moving pretty well by and large around the upstate right now. To point out to you, we are very slow up 85 north in Greenville, stop and shuffle under heavy volume from Woodruff all the way to Highway 14. And on 85 southbound from 101.
Somebody call Cam Scattaboo and tell him that's how you stick a landing.
Mind as you're making your travel plans here in rush hour. That's your latest check on Sabre Traffic. This report is sponsored by
Get him on the phone, and it's just nothing but.
Tank is never amused by anything more than when he hits a clock right on the number.
Bingo.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go see what it's doing outside.
Okay.
Got to do two of my favorite things. That's talk about faith and sports. Bring them all together. 8 a.m. every Sunday, the Dan Scott Show presented by Ingles just for you here on Fox Sports Upstate.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
What if we told you Matt Damon was screaming on set to get his voice weather warned for the Odyssey? From the TikTok Podcast Network, Raiders of the Lost Podcast. Story about the biggest movies of the summer. Download the iHeartRadio app and search Raiders of the Lost Podcast now.
In this edition of the Marketers Report, Monica Tam, head of brand media for DoorDash, discusses the power of audio influencers.
Everyone can advertise and say the same thing. I think it holds different weight when it comes from somebody that you inherently trust and listen to every day. And I think when you're tapping into voices like hosts and podcasters, you're being able to be part of that community, but in a very authentic way so that it does not come off as like I'm trying to preach to you what to buy, but actually being from a position of here is how DoorDash can provide relief, or here is how we can be additive to your day-to-day.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia connects marketers to all the audiences, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow, and all guaranteed human. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartAdvertising.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates. Apply to your job. So,
Try ZipRecruiter for free at
What are you, a cop?
ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. I scream. You scream. We
all scream for ice cream.
Because Wendy's famous small classic Frosty is just a
Roo!
buck for limited time.
Roo!
You're
Ice cream.
Screaming. Happy screaming. Summer screaming. $1 small classic Frosty screaming.
Doggy ate my Alf Queen.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my.
Oh, that is one of those stories I will have to tell you later, Trey.
I have heart failure.
Okay.
When where were we at the combine?
Syndrome.
Yes.
Back pain.
Oh, we were recording a show late one night, and it descended into complete madness.
Amyloidosis.
ATTR-CM is a serious heart condition often accompanied by other non-heart related symptoms. It's a condition that gets worse over time.
More crazy than the other stories you've told me?
Talk to your
by the end of that, we had done 2 hours of radio that off air would have been the single funniest thing anybody's ever heard, and none of us would have been employable for the rest of our lives.
Sometimes it goes like that, yeah.
There are no known side effects with prescribing.
Tank Matt Penn asked why you moaned into the microphone. I heard that right as I was walking away.
Doctor about ATTR-CM.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
For victims of drunk and drug driving.
Sorry about that.
But you are not alone.
Frankie is correct.
At MAD.
My knees went AWOL. I tried to sit down and went, oh God, I'm old.
Or visit mad.org.
A lot of apps like to say they're free until they ask for your credit card. iHeartRadio is different. No required subscriptions, no trial periods, no surprise charges. We make money from our advertisers, not
We got to
from
talk
you.
about Lane Kiffin right here.
radio stations, playlists, podcasts, and artist stations all in one app.
All
So
right.
if you haven't already, download the free iHeartRadio app. Free radio. Always has been, always will be. Now wherever you go.
iHeartRadio.
Portions of the following program will be recorded.
Number 1 on your car radio preset and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. From the Eagle Studio, this is WROO-FM Malden, 104.9 Fox Sports Upstate, an iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human. Number 1 on your car radio preset and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. From the Eagle Studio, this is WROO-FM Malden, 104.9 Fox Sports Upstate, an iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human. From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Isaac Lowenkron.
NFL media reports the Carolina Panthers' promising second-year linebacker Nick Scorton tore his right ACL in practice today and will be out for the season. Last year's rookie Scorton had 5 sacks and 7 tackles for loss. The Baltimore Ravens today waived rookie quarterback Diego Pavia. In Major League Baseball, today against the Minnesota Twins, Cleveland Guardians starter Gavin Williams struck out 11 and allowed just 2 hits and 7 scoreless innings, including striking out the side on 9 pitches in the 4th inning. He was taken out after 7 innings and 97 pitches, leading 1-0, and the Twins promptly tied the game against the Cleveland bullpen and went on to win it in 12 innings, 3-1. The Atlanta Braves hit 4 home runs in a 6-5 victory over the San Diego Padres. Right now in Toronto, the Blue Jays lead the Tampa Bay Rays 3-1 after 7 innings.
Ooh, Tank, let's play a fun game.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy.
Brought to you live by Ingles Markets. Low prices, love the savings.
What? Wait, you don't like peanut butter and jelly?
It's the year of the quarterback. Old Trip and May over here.
And we have a super chat.
And then he set the freaking house on fire.
You make my brain hurt sometimes.
Now, you know you can't say the wordy nerds on the Radio Box.
We're all in the rabbit hole now. Fire them cannons, my golly.
Being a Jets fan, toxic.
It's a football Friday.
And for the 2027 mock draft, the Panthers take.
Tank needed our help to download the first reel ever post. 19 million views.
You're in the Sportsocracy. We'll be back right after this.
My penance in hell is going to be following Tank Spencer around with a camera.
You can find us everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app.
Deafening silence, Tank. You got to love deafening silence.
I don't even know that we're connected anymore.
I'm reasonably sure that we are. But I can't see it, so I have no idea. Live radio, boys and girls, live radio.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. You have to give me a second here.
Rents only pay for what you need.
Okay, are you there, Trey?
When you can
there we are. I got you now.
Sorry, man. It went out just as soon as we were about to talk.
Customize your auto.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, I mean,
so you
were cutting up a little bit in the break, but it wasn't that bad.
This is the
All right.
story of the one.
Try this again.
The one who keeps multiple buildings running
All right, you want me to dump out of this break?
Plumbing that blows, HVAC that hums.
Nah, just run it.
Just let it play.
That's why she
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm not sure he's actually good yet.
buildings stay ready.
Oh, you broke up there.
Yeah, let me try to disconnect here and reconnect.
Okay, yeah. Yes, we got time.
Have I stated yet how excited I am to not have to do this in just weeks from now?
What do you mean?
Once I'm in the studio down there, if you disconnect, it's fine because we still got me and Trey.
Oh yeah, that's
influencers.
I think
all right. How about now, Trey? Can you hear me?
Like hosts
Yeah,
and
I've got you now.
podcasters,
All right.
you're being able.
Well, I'm telling you, it's raining entirely too hard. Sportsocracy here on 104.1 FM Sports Upstate. I think Tank may have died. Trey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I got you coming in loud and clear.
Okay. All right. I've got a little echo.
So that's me. That's my fault.
No, you're
I
good.
got you.
I think Tank may have died. So let me tell you what just happened. There's flash flooding happening. Tank is at his home. I am at the Asheville studios. I don't know what that noise was that I just heard outside, but he's not that far from me. And it sounded like God just got angry at all of Western North Carolina. And as soon as it happened, Tank disappeared.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that we're probably not going to have Tank for the rest of the show.
That's probably a safe bet then. Okay.
Good thing is we have contingencies in place. These are all good things to know. You can get involved in the show because I will be here till 7 o'clock. Call in lines 864-240-5480, or you can hit us with a text 864-777-9593. SEC Media Days. Trey, you've been paying attention to all the things that coaches love to say?
I've been keeping it up a little bit. I don't know that I'm like, I'm not bought into the whole SEC. It just means more kind of thing. But I'm here. I keep up with it.
I think Ryan Silverfield basically said Arkansas is a bunch of losers. And,
right.
And by I think it, I mean I know it. But that wasn't really the one that caught me. Lane Kiffin, who I just so happen to know.
Right.
Says he regrets how things ended at Ole Miss. I'm going to ask a question. and maybe I'm the one that's off base here. Is there a good way to do this with the way that it's set up? And I understand people want to hate Lane Kiffin because he's left some jobs, and he left Tennessee high and dry. He left Tennessee high and dry for USC. I don't think you can really hold that against him. Am I wrong in that?
No, I think part of it comes with the fact of being in the public spotlight. Like if Lane Kiffin were a coworker, right, and he was like, "Hey, I got a better job," you'd probably be like, "Okay, cool, good for you." But for some reason, when we look at these coaches and you put them on these pedestals, and we did the same thing with players, right? We did the same thing when a player hits a transfer portal and you go, "Wow, where's the loyalty? Where is it?" To a degree, well, of course there's not. And to a degree, I get it. And sure, maybe there was a better way that Lane Kiffin could have handled things. I don't know. I'm not in the coaching world. That's not for me to decide. But I also can't fault a guy for wanting a better job. And maybe I'm in the minority there. I don't know. I don't know enough about Lane Kiffin. I haven't kept up with Lane Kiffin like everybody else, but I can't fault a guy for wanting a better job.
So let me ask you a question, just in theory.
Yeah.
Tank and I have been doing this show steady for 6 years. We started with a daily.
Yeah.
If Pat McAfee, who I went to college with, called me tomorrow and said, "Hey, I want you to be my new sidekick on the biggest show in America," would anybody begrudge me for doing it?
They shouldn't.
I'm not telling you I would do it. I know that offer's not coming, so I've never really thought about it. I am ecstatic to be doing what I'm doing. I love the sponsors on this show. I love Tank. I love Trey. I love Richmond Weaver. I love all of it. If a better offer comes my way, and it's better for my family, it's better for all of that, do you really begrudge me for taking it?
No.
Because you shouldn't. LSU, I will make the argument, I think LSU is one of the 3 best jobs in college football. It might be the best job because the others, Ohio State, you have to live in Ohio, and it is cold in the wintertime. It's not cold in Baton Rouge in February. My weather is significantly better. I'm way closer to beaches. I have way better access to the state of Texas, the state of Florida, which are the 2 most supple recruiting grounds in the United States,
right
outside of California. Ole Miss is not a good job. It has never been a good job. It never will be a great job. You are geographically isolated in a program that has not historically been great. It's been good with Lane Kiffin. It was good with Hugh Freeze. That's really it. And I still feel like we're doing this apology tour that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. I saw our guy Antonio was on the text line earlier with Richmond Weaver, and he said, if a better job comes open, Lane will tuck tail and run again. Here's my question. What's the better job? He said Alabama. Alabama's not a better job than LSU, and I'll be honest with you, I don't even think it's close. I don't even think it's in the stratosphere of LSU. LSU has more money. LSU has better facilities. LSU has better in-state recruiting. Oh, and did I say LSU has more money? I get it. He's bounced around like every other coach has. And I'm not defending him because I know him. I'm defending him because I understand how we've gotten everywhere we've gotten with Lane Kiffin. You have now gotten to the pinnacle of your sport. Ole Miss was not that, and they were never that. What you're mad at is how he left.
Right.
That's an NCAA problem, not a Lane Kiffin problem. The schedule in college football is one of the dumbest things we do. The fact that the portal opens while teams are still playing is stupid. The fact that NBA or NFL draft eligible prospects have to declare while teams are still playing is stupid. It's been stupid for a decade, and it's not going to stop being stupid, and this won't stop happening. Because now let me ask you, I'm going to take the same question I started with, and I'm going to ask it in a different way. Let's say all of the things I said about this show and me potentially leaving to go elsewhere. Let's say all those things were the true. That scenario was still the case.
Yeah.
What if that job offer expired one day before a ratings book ended? Does that mean that I didn't do things right by WROO or any of the other stations we work for? Am I supposed to bypass a dream job because the timing that is under no fault of my own? I don't control that. You did that, not me. Am I supposed to bypass my dream job because the timing was inconvenient for you? My favorite argument is, he should have loyalty to his players. You mean the players that exited Ole Miss at an outrageously high rate? Not necessarily to come to LSU, but to go to other schools all over the country? There is no loyalty left in college football. That went out the door the minute we let NIL be the Wild Wild West. What I have come to realize with Lane Kiffin, you dislike the guy, and that's fine. He is an abrasive guy. He's also a pretty nice guy for what it's worth. Not that anybody cares, but he's a pretty nice guy for what it's worth. You're mad at the system, and you use Lane as the example. Trey, if you had to take a guess right now, how old is Lane Kiffin?
Lane Kiffin, 42.
He's 51.
God, is he?
He's 51.
I was thinking he was younger than that.
When Lane got his first head coaching job with the, at the time, Oakland Raiders, he was 33 years old.
Okay.
He was 33 years old. When he got the Tennessee job, he was 35. He was in a place that no one ever thought Lane Kiffin would be, at least not at that age. Right. He was the OC at USC for a year. Al Davis fell in love with him, and he was trying to ride momentum. Tennessee was a school that almost got me, is a notoriously difficult job. Yes, it's in the SEC. It's not a glamour SEC job. I would say it's a top 20 job in the country. If you recall, when they hired Josh Heupel, a lot of coaches said no.
Yeah.
Because it's not as attractive as you think. Josh Heupel is not attractive to higher-end schools. That's the reason nobody's flirted with him in 8 years, in spite of the fact Tennessee's been successful. I don't understand why Lane still feels the need to apologize for what he did, when what he did was only a product of where we are in this game today. I'm curious to think what the people listening, what the wonderful listeners here of The Roo think about what I just said with Lane Kiffin. You can get involved in the show. Call-in line is 864-240-5480. That's 864-240-5480, or hit us with a text, 864-777-9593. He's Trey Falco. I'm Jeremy Greene. We're going to try to reconnect with Tank Spencer. I have laid eyes on him. He is alive, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if we can get his voice out over the radio box here in just a minute on WROO, Fox Sports Upstate.
Woo! Fox Sports Upstate traffic.
Got a couple of interstate crashes. Thankfully, though, before we panic, everything is off on the shoulder. 85 south around I-26 in Spartanburg, and 85 south in Southern Greenville County around Whitehorse Road.
I can't hear anything right now.
Check 1 2.
Talking?
Test 1 2.
Did you hear that?
Nope.
Okay. Let's. How do I do that? Because you're hearing me through the mic.
Yes.
On the brick, which makes me wonder. Give me just a second. I'm going to disconnect and see if I can connect through the line, and then you should be able to hear him.
Okay.
It finally came a frog strangler over here.
Sure did.
God almighty.
Yo.
It busted like crazy.
I got you.
Can you hear him?
Is he talking now?
He is.
Can you?
I cannot.
Checkity check.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
I believe I know how to fix that. I believe that has to go through right there. Can you hear him now?
Hello, hello. Check 1 2. Sweet baby Trey, are you reading me?
You can't hear him, I'm assuming. Can you hear him now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, you can hear me. You can't hear Tank?
Is he currently talking?
No. I don't quite know how to do this. I've actually never understood how this works the opposite way. Tank, your connection is so bad that honestly, just even trying is going to be hard. So we'll just drop you out. We're going to have to fix something with your internet because, dude, every time the sun's not out, your signal goes to hell. So me and Trey will finish it up. You and we'll talk in the morning, see if we can figure out a solution. Hold on. I'm not hearing you. Hold on. There we go. All right, try it again.
I was just saying.
I was just saying, and then you died. All right, text it to me. I'm going to have to switch back to him.
Sitting there with a dumb look on your face.
There you go. All right, I'm going to switch over to him. All right, Trey, you got me?
Yep, I got you. We got 10 seconds left on this, and we will take this to the tippy top.
10-4. Oh, let's go. We got 40 whole minutes.
Yeah.
Do it
I had to burn that one break, so.
Her words weren't written under peaceful shade, but under fear for her life.
I don't think of all the misery, but of the beauty that's
there was an extra commercial.
The words of Anne Frank continue to Pass it on from PassItOn.com.
We have breaking news. Tank, hit the button. Oh, it's
That is the earliest closing class in history of this show. I'm Jeremy Greene, Falco.
Tank Spencer is non-reconnectable.
Yep.
We could hear him.
Well, you could hear him.
I could hear him. Trey couldn't hear him. It's a beautiful thing, technology. At least when it works.
Well, yeah, when it works.
When it works, it's a fantastic thing. I will be in Greenville permanently, probably 6 weeks from now. And all of it goes away.
Woo!
Because Trey and I will be in the studio.
You got a text.
If Tank drops out, it's okay.
We just keep rolling.
Okay. We just keep rolling. It'll be fine. Text line is open. 864-777-9593. Trey, that echo is back.
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
You're good. That will go away too. Because there will be no echo. Because I will hear it, and I will be able to tell him, hey, there's an echo there. This is what happens when you change things up right in the middle of the off season, when Jeremy can't be in one place for more than 15 seconds. We do have a text on the text line. That one is from Gio from Spartanburg. As long as Lane Kiffin doesn't talk about my mama spit in the water cooler, lecture us about the media. Oh, the medulla oblongata. Or try and speak with a fake Louisiana accent. He's good with us Creoles and Cajuns. Go Tigers. I think that's the thing that by the way, the Go Tigers. That's one of my favorite things that's ever happened at Orgeron. And he's back now too. I agree with you, Gio. I mean, if I'm an LSU fan, at this point, you want me to be the bad guy? I'll be the bad guy. I don't care. I got my guy, one of the best recruiters in the country, the transfer portal king, all of the things. I got my guy. I understand why Ole Miss is upset. I've said this a half dozen times since Lane took the Ole Miss job. You're the jilted lover that knows you will never do as good as you just lost. That's why you're so mad. You're not mad because of how he did it. You know, because you know the same thing I do. Pete Golding would not have gotten any other P4 job in America. And now that's your guy, and you love him, and he's the best, and he's great. Talk to me 4 years from now. Talk to me 4 years from now when Pete Golding's 7-5 and Lane Kiffin's already won a national title at LSU. Then tell me how much Pete Golding is your guy.
How long do you think Lane Kiffin stays there at LSU? And like, what is, I guess, obviously this year, barring this year, I suppose, because it's his first year. What does he look like? Like, what's? I mean, obviously, it seems like a natty. What's success look like for Lane for you there at LSU?
LSU plays Clemson week 1 of the season. That one's in Baton Rouge. I will be there. Then they play Louisiana Tech. Then they play at Ole Miss.
Okay.
Lane Kiffin will have to dodge D-cell batteries, bottles of mustard, and everything else that Ole Miss fans can get in the building because they will chuck things at him for 4 quarters. If they come out of those 3 games 3-0, Louisiana Tech's easy. Clemson, it will not be easy, I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
At Ole Miss, that's a daunting way to start the season. From there, you get Texas A&M at home, McNeese, at Kentucky, Mississippi State, at Auburn, Alabama. You finish at Texas, or at Arkansas, and then you got Texas and at Tennessee right there sandwiched in between it. If LSU doesn't go 10-2, I think we need to have a serious talk about Lane Kiffin.
Okay.
Look, this team is insanely good. Sam Leavitt, one of the best quarterbacks in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Already seen him take a team to the playoff at LSU. You get into the backfield, they've got 8 running backs on this team that were all dogs as recruits.
Yeah.
Caden Durham, Harlem Berry, receivers, you're 8 deep. He's just got talent all over the place. He's got one of the best left tackles in the country. He's got one of the best defensive coordinators in the country. LSU should play at a high level in 2026, and I'll be shocked if they don't. Always easy to get involved in the show. Hit the call-in line 864-240-5480. I believe someone has. Caller, who's this?
Tank, Trey, Jeremy, what's going on, fellas?
What's going on, Mr. Chad?
What's up, Chad?
Oh, man, we out here living the dream. We just trying to get to the house in the snack van in the rain, you know.
Always living the dream, my friend.
But, man, we just called in. Tank, man, I mainly called in to talk to you, man. I just want to tell you how much I look up to you. You know, Jeremy said you was 5'9". Well, man, I'm only 5'7" with my cowboy boots on, so, man, I'm looking up to you, man.
We will relay that to Tank. Up here in the mountains of North Carolina, we just had a gully washer of a rainstorm that I think knocked the power out in his house. Because we had him, and then we didn't.
He ain't even listening.
I couldn't even hear.
Looking up to him.
Yeah,
oh man,
he's definitely listening. It might just be from his cell phone, and unfortunately, we cannot hear him.
I got you. Yeah, them rainstorms have been crazy today, man. I've been in and out of them all day.
It has been. You know, we knew when we decided to do this in the summer, we knew that there would be weather issues and rain is. I don't know if people know this. I didn't realize that this wasn't common knowledge. I guess I've been in the business too long. Our business manager left here earlier, and she said the towers are buzzing, and I went, yeah, they do that because radio towers are like the world's largest lightning rod. So when it's raining outside, especially if there's lightning with it, very bad things can happen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we just had happen here.
I mean, it don't like come through and shock you through the headphones or microphone, does it?
I hope not. If it does, trust me, you'll know because that'll be my last day at every station I currently work for.
At least get it on film, man.
Fortunately for us, everything we do is on film. So if it happens, you will get to see my execution live on YouTube. You can tell everybody what happened to me as I just fall out of the chair.
Oh man, it sounds like some good times.
It's a great
job. Your life.
Even the bad days are still better than doing anything else. Tank said to me the other day, he's like, you know, every time I think I don't want to do this anymore, I look at everything else and go, I want to do that even less. So we'll just let the good times roll.
Man, that's a good outlook. I'm kind of jealous, man. I kind of wish I had a job just all to talk about sports.
It is. It is pretty sweet, Chad.
Chips and cranks, you know.
I mean, I'm jealous of your job because you always have snacks. I have to scrounge around like a raccoon here at iHeart sometimes when I get a little.
You had mac and cheese the other day. Don't give me that.
I did, but then somebody ate it all. There was a whole thing of it. Who ate it?
That was you. Look at the mirror.
I started it. I mean, I did. I put a nice dent in it, but there were at least 3 or 4 more servings, and I went to get some 10 minutes ago, and it was all gone.
We're gonna have to make it up to the studio and make a special guest appearance and bring out another box of goodies.
Chad, it is an open door. How you feeling today about your Carolina Panthers after hearing about Nick Scorton?
Oh man, I'm kind of a little depressed about that, man. He's gonna be out the rest of the year. Like, God, hey, you hurt yourself on the very first day of practice, man. That's brutal. That's brutal.
It is. It has definitely become. You got to hope that it only comes in threes because it is threes. You know, you've had Icky, Taylor Moton, and now Nick Scorton. I am curious to see if they add somebody else. We are still early in camp, so that is definitely a good thing.
Yeah, because I mean, there's a lot of players going to get cut from other teams that might could fit into our system and be successful at it. Who knows?
You never know. If it's going to happen, it's better to have it happen early in camp as opposed to the last week of camp, and now you've got to scrounge together somebody that didn't make another roster because every player that has power in their legs, as Tyreek Hill said it this morning, is already on a roster.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The closer you get to the start of the season, the slimmer the pickings get.
That is correct. There are still, I mean, I don't love Joey Bosa, but you could still go that route. You could still call our old friend Jadeveon Clowney. I mean, there are outlets here. Carolina needs another bullet in the gun, and hope Princely Amunmalayan makes the jump we were all expecting from Nick Scorton.
Didn't old Clowney catch a charge or something? Did I see that?
I don't think so. I know what you were thinking about. There was talk he was going to sign with the Dallas Cowboys. I see how those two things.
It's pretty much the same thing. Yeah.
I see how you got those confused in your head.
Yeah.
I grew up with the Cowboys too. Trust me, I understand. Brody, buddy, I swear, I'm just kidding. It's just a joke. I'm still rooting for your Cowboys to win the division because at the end of the day, no matter how much there's been with the Cowboys for the last 30 years, it's still not Nick Sirianni. If Nick Sirianni was coaching against my ex-wife, I would be her biggest fan on the planet Earth.
Man, I'm still on them Cowboys. The only main fact that I keep alive is nobody has ever texted the Cowboys and won a Super Bowl because they didn't have text back then.
Oh, poor Trey. You got a Jerry Jones-ism for us?
No, I need it. So that's the one thing that didn't get transferred in this whole move. I don't have my Jerry Jones.
No.
Yeah, I gotta reload it in here.
I need me some
Man, you gotta put the shower bit in there, Trey.
I've been thinking about it a lot in the shower.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones really is just kind of a walking soundbite.
He is, yeah.
He is. But I think the Cowboys ain't really gonna find no success till that dude's out.
I don't know.
He sells the team or passes on to the great beyond or whatever. But I don't think they're going to do it until Jerry's out, man.
I've routinely said over the last few years, I don't think Jerry's phone's even connected anymore. I think they have. You remember that phone you'd give your kid that was like from Fisher Price, and it would say the cow says moo. I think that's what Jerry's phone does at this point.
Did you hear what David Mulgeta said to me?
I mean, I think Steven's done a good job of assembling this roster. I mean, look, they're going to score points. They got 2 of the 10 best receivers in the league. I've always liked Javonte Williams. The offensive line is strong. The defense is going to be light years better than it's been the last few years. And I think Philadelphia's as down right now as they've been in the last decade.
Yeah, I mean, I can see Cowboys coming in maybe second in the division or something. I don't know.
I may have a formidable wager on Dallas to win that division, and if they do, you'll know. There will be – you just take a look at my wardrobe. I mean, I may not say it, but there will be signs.
All right.
you see me wearing a big gold chain with a star on it, just know Jerry paid off. Chad, we appreciate you as always, my friend. Safe driving out there on the roadways, and make sure to keep all the snacks flowing, my friend.
Will do, Jeremy. Man, we're gonna be tuned in like always. We enjoy the show.
Thank you so much, Chad. We love Chad. I'm not gonna lie, Trey. This is if anybody ever wonders how our days go. I come in about 8:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
And Megan and Christiana and Tank and I, we sit here throughout the day just cutting up reels for social media. The first one when I got in here today was there's a bit about Ruffles potato chips with Chad.
Yes.
That I'm going to need that one on the socials. And then I just didn't say anything else. I just go find it. Here's the timestamp. It's somewhere in there. I heard a noise come out of business manager Megan that I think every dog in the neighborhood was real sad about. It was this weird, like, high-pitched laugh.
Yeah.
That reel will be coming out sometime in the next few days. I don't know exactly when, but it will be sometime. You can find us on all the social medias at The Sportsocracy. You can also get involved in the show on the text line, 864-777-9593. Our buddy Bill Workman, NFL Draft Yoda, he has done that. He said, as a Tennessee fan, falafel Lane Kiffin. For those of you new to me, falafel is the word we use for that word that we can't say on the FCC radio box. As a football mind, I understand how difficult it is to be successful in Tennessee, and also understand Tennessee isn't USC or LSU in the national landscape of college football. And that, boys and girls, is what we call a reasonable take.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because every word he said there is right. If you're a Tennessee fan, I understand why you hate Lane Kiffin. If you're an Ole Miss fan, I understand why you hate Lane Kiffin. If you're an LSU fan, I understand why you love him right now, but you're still cautiously scared that Alabama could come open, or I don't know that there's another job. I just don't know who you would leave LSU for. I think that's the thing that gets me with Lane Kiffin is I feel like he got to the end of the book. Now it's rubbers met the road. You got the job you always wanted. Now you got to go win that national title.
Right. What are you going to do with it?
And if he doesn't do that, then all of the lambasting of him makes sense. The thing I always caution people with Lane Kiffin, he figured out the rules of the transfer portal. We have adapted things in the portal to how Lane Kiffin did them. And right now, the transfer portal, that's the lifeblood of college football. And I'm going to tell you this. I just had a production meeting this morning about Clemson LSU. And I'll verbatim the words that came out of my mouth, because when you do production meetings about things, one of the things they ask is, how do you think this game will go? Because they're trying to figure out the schedule and when the hits will happen and all of the things that go into scheduling television and radio. My exact words were, there is not one outcome in this game that would surprise me. LSU could win it. Clemson could win it.
Yeah.
LSU could dog walk Clemson. Clemson could dog walk LSU. I don't think any of it would surprise me. There's not one single outcome in that game where I'm going to go, I didn't see that coming. And that is why it's one of the first games on our 2026 Ingles Markets Living the Dream Tour, the hashtag Built Different Tour this year. Tomorrow, we will be unveiling the first half of our 2026-2027 tailgate tour. This will be Trey's first unveiling of a tailgate tour. We're very excited about that.
Oh, this is the whole thing?
No, we're only doing half. So,
but I mean, this is like, you're not just posting it on social.
Oh no, we're announcing it on the shows. So,
okay.
The first half will be on the Asheville show. Then we will recap that here on the Greenville show, and we will unveil the fourth quarter of next year. And if you ask, why are you doing quarter one and quarter four? Because quarter two and quarter three aren't done yet.
Okay.
The beauty of moving pieces and things like that, people call you and say, hey, we want to do this thing with you that's super cool. Can you make that happen? As a matter of fact, I can. Let's have a couple meetings about logistics, and we'll figure out how to get there. So basically, tomorrow we will unveil the first month up into October. October, November, and December will be pretty open-ended. We will release that as soon as we can. And then everything that happens in 2027 will be released on this show tomorrow.
Let's go.
It's a lot. It's a lot of travel. It's a lot of moving. Everybody. Say again?
Did I see the full? You showed me the full, right?
No.
Or whatever you showed me on your phone. That wasn't the full?
No. No, there's
that's
more.
a lot of travel.
Yeah,
that's a
more.
lot of travel.
There's more. The estimation was about 25,000 miles.
Whew. That's like, I'm trying to think. We did this. Maybe we didn't do this earlier with the mileage that the NFL teams are moving. That's more than some NFL teams.
We move around a lot. We have a West Coast swing in this tailgate tour. We spend 17 days in a state that doesn't end in Carolina. There's a lot. That's why I'm trying to bask in all of the bed time I can get, because I have a feeling about a month from now I'm gonna tell my bed goodbye, and I'm not gonna see it again until about May. I enjoy it.
That's a long time.
Yeah, I said this the other day. You know, we had lunch with Pete Hannity on Monday.
Yeah.
And Pete took one look at it and went, "You are a wild man."
How many miles did you say?
About 25,000.
So in 25-26 NFL season, miles traveled, the only teams that traveled more than 25,000 miles, you want to take a guess on how many?
Seattle is definitely one. They're always one.
7 teams. There are 7 teams that traveled more than 25,000 miles in 2025-2026 NFL season.
The crazy thing is we do a lot of it by car.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because they've got air.
I spend a lot of time in my truck. Thankfully, we have the Parks Ford Mobile Studio, which gets us to and from every event that we do. If you ever see it on the road, just give us a honk and a wave. The wave's important because when people just honk, I think they're just honking at me.
You get that a lot?
It happened this morning. There was a guy in traffic beside me that was honking and waving just frantically, and I was glad he waved because I thought I had done something to really perturb him. And then he rolled his window down. I rolled mine down. He said, "Love the show." And I went, I'm glad that ended that way because I did think there was a possibility I was going to get shot right there. And I didn't even know for what.
Yeah.
But we are appreciative of Parks Ford of Hendersonville, ClarissaSellsWNC.com, and the title sponsor of this here program, Ingles Markets, InglesMarkets.com, Ingles-Markets.com. Low prices, love the savings. I created a whole new website there.
I don't know what that was.
I don't either. It's been a long few days. One day, really soon, I'll be able to tell you everything that happened in the last few days, and I'll even say it on this air, and you'll go, I understand. I understand why you did that.
I get that.
We were talking earlier. I told Tank we're rewatching Yellowstone right now.
Nice.
Because we did Marshall's. We've done Dutton Ranch.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't really remember a lot of Yellowstone, so we've gone back to watch it. And I told my wife a couple days ago, I said, nobody's life is this hectic. Like, this is really not believable. And
right.
Without missing a beat, she said, have you met you? Your life is this hectic. You don't have many people trying to kill you. You do have people telling you to do it to yourself sometimes.
I was going to say.
Nobody's trying to actively kill you.
That you know of.
That I know of. I mean, here's the thing. You come at the king, you best not miss. I live by a simple philosophy.
I know that's right.
Just know there's a big old corn-fed boy on the opposite side of this radio. There was a time in my life that I liked to fight. And in the words of Toby Keith, I ain't as good as I once was. But I could be as good once as I ever was. Oh, you can hit us on the call-in line 864-240-5480 or on the text line 864-777-9593. Our buddy Alec sent us a text. Said, want to see something cool? Type in Auburn football into Google, and it should be either number 3 or number 5 in the top stories. I'm going to do that here in just a minute. My question is, who is your winner of SEC Media Days, and who is your loser? I mean, my winner is probably Kirby Smart because Kirby just shows week in and week out, year in and year out, why he is, to me, the best coach in the SEC. Because he defends his guys. You know, where I got a little angry at Lane Kiffin for, why are you still apologizing for doing what was best for you? Kirby Smart does not apologize in any way for, I'm looking out for the Georgia Bulldogs. I don't care about Georgia Tech. I don't care about Alabama. I don't care about the SEC. I care about my guys. And so for me, he's routinely the winner. If I was going to name another one, Will Stein's really high for me because you made us talk about Kentucky football. Kentucky football is one of the lowest on the totem pole schools in that conference. And, yeah, you were boisterous and you were braggadocious. But I guarantee you 17-year-old kids saw that and went, I kind of want to play for that guy.
Yep.
I would say my loser of media days was probably Alex Galesh from Auburn, talking about getting them back to being a top 5 program nationally when no one that I can talk to remember when it happened the first time. I thought Lane, I didn't love him apologizing. I didn't love Ryan Silverfield talking about how did you hear the story of he told them to turn on lights at his press conference and they said they are on?
No.
That was they hadn't bought dumbbells in 30 years.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you telling me this? Just buy them and shut up.
Right.
There's no reason to make your school sound that stupid. I thought that was insanely odd. But media days are always fun because you get people that say these outlandish things. I kind of wish I had gone to SEC media days. Our buddy Richmond Weaver did the ACC. My schedule has not allowed me to do any of those things, and I have 2 weeks from now circled of where I can get in my truck and go to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and I'm very, very excited about it. I enjoy doing things on the road. Luke Kuechly, Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, all getting inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I'm excited for some of our team to get to see the Pro Football Hall of Fame for the first time. Have you ever been to the Hall of Fame?
No, I have. I was actually just about to ask you the exact same thing if this was your first time.
So this is my second time.
Okay.
We went not last year but the year before when Julius Peppers got inducted.
Yeah, that's right.
So Julius was a camp counselor of mine when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
And we got invited. We went. We did the thing. We had to figure everything out for ourselves because we didn't know anybody at the time. Now we know the lay of the land, which is good. That's why we're staying in Cleveland instead of staying in Canton, because Canton it's a lovely town, but it's not really close to anything.
Yeah.
The way I explained it 2 years ago is the Pro Football Hall of Fame being in Canton is a lot like if the NASCAR Hall of Fame was in Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
I mean, I get it. There's definitely a lot of history here, but there's not a lot of places to stay in this town. We were booking accommodations earlier, and the cheapest house in Canton for 5 nights, because that's how long we'll be there.
Yeah.
Take a stab at the cheapest 4-bedroom Airbnb in Canton.
Oh, God. You talking about during this time or just in general?
It's for the week of the Hall of Fame.
I'm trying to probably $6-7 grand.
You're very close. $5,400.
Okay.
We found a place in downtown Cleveland for significantly less than half of that. That's super nice with a rooftop patio.
And a hot tub?
It's right down. Yeah, there is a hot tub. There is it's right down the street from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's cool.
So I don't know if you know this or not. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame never shows the same things.
Oh, really? No, I didn't know that.
So the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame turns the exhibits like 3 or 4 times a year.
Huh.
And then they will never show that exhibit the same way again.
That's kind of cool.
They still have the stuff, so it might be part of another exhibit, but they'll never show it the same way. So when we were there 2 years ago, there was a history of hip-hop, which I'm a big hip-hop guy. That probably surprises no one. That was super cool to me. The rest of it, Like the top floor was Aerosmith. I mean,
not a big Aerosmith guy.
I mean, they're fine.
Yeah.
I don't go out of my way to turn the radio off if Aerosmith comes on, but it's not something I go out of my way to find either.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I am intentionally not looking at the exhibits because I poo-pooed the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame so much the first time we did this. Why would I want to do that? I know there's not a Creed exhibit. Like, you tell me the legend of Scott Stapp is the first floor of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I will open it and close it.
Yeah, that's the butt rock exhibit.
And I will just sit beside the Scott Stapp display and explain the beauty of the greatest band of the 20th century to everyone that comes in.
You're the tour guide.
You don't even need to hire a guide. I will do it for free for one day. So this year I'm not looking at the exhibits because I don't want to know what they have on display.
I got you.
It's a fun time. It's a lot of media guys coming together. You get to see, the last time we were there, Tony Dorsett came up and talked to us for like 10 minutes.
Oh, no, that's cool.
They're everywhere. So when you go in on Saturday, the way the schedule will work, just to explain, we will be off for a day because it's physically impossible for us to get to Cleveland by car and not miss a show or not miss a sleep.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love the Appalachian Motor Coach. I love it. It's the greatest way to travel. It is not the greatest way to sleep when you are 6'5" and weigh 270 pounds. So we will miss that Wednesday before the actual Hall of Fame game on Thursday. We'll do the game on Thursday. We'll do the shows from somewhere in Canton. We haven't quite put our thumb down on where yet. We've got a couple options. We'll do the game. You'll be able to see it on social media. We'll do our show on Friday from Cleveland, and then we'll be around for the induction on Saturday. And we'll come back Sunday, be back for the shows on Monday. That Saturday is one of the hardest things to explain to somebody that's never done it. So the Pro Football Hall of Fame is a big museum. Everybody's seen the busts.
Oh, yeah.
There's not a ton else in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. There's some displays, the first football from Super Bowl I. There's a bunch of Super Bowl rings. Basically, the allure is the bust room, where every guy's bust is. That is an experience that is hard to explain because it's just a room full of bronze busts.
Yeah.
But every one of them tells a story that you don't expect it to. And there's little kids, and their dads are explaining what this particular player meant to them. It's wild. That's on the second floor. You walk out of the bust room, right down the hall is the lounge where all of the Hall of Famers go to hang out before the induction. If you stand right in that row right there, there's no telling who you'll see. We saw Tony Dorsett. We saw Michael Irvin. We saw Curtis Martin, Tony Dungy, Bill Polian.
Wow.
They just walk up to you. It's like the weirdest red carpet in the history of sports. But it is absolutely an event that we circle every year. We didn't make it last year because of a scheduling issue. But this year I told Tank, I was like, for Luke Kuechly, we'll be there. So we have, for years working with iHeart, we've had a suite that we have access to a time or two a year. The radio guys are in the booth next to us, so they actually come eat in our suite. So I know Luke Kuechly quite well.
Yeah, 1 minute.
And it's such a special thing. It's such a special time. We're very excited, and we got a lot of content coming up with the Hall of Fame. We got a text on the way out from Alec that said, Jeremy, as the only Ohioan, when it is suitable and needed, a town who will probably get airwaves like this again, New Philadelphia and Dover are two towns to know. Next
seconds.
to the famous Sugar Creek, go have a good time. It is easy to ride up. It is easy to ride up when we have Appalachian Motor Coach. It's also easy when we have Ingles Supermarkets who make all of this dream work. You can find them online, ingles-markets.com. Tomorrow, 4X fuel points. Go get your groceries. Go save on some gas. And join us right back here tomorrow at 5 for the Sportsocracy on 104.9 Fox Sports Upstate.
All right.
The cold front drops into the area. This will keep temperatures in the low 80s for this afternoon.
I think it will. Sorry, I had to get you out a little early. The breaks are longer than they should be.
Of course, they're stacked.
So I was like, crap.
Okay.
At a certain point, it's just going to be traffic's problem. Like, I can't sit here and get out at 4 different times every week. Like,
it's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts.